Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Joined yet? Always takes like a minute or two for everything to kick in.
You should do one of them fancy countdown things.
I thought about that, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know if I'm that tech adverse to be able to. I mean, this. There we go. I found one already. I just was clicking on buttons and I found one. So I know for future.
What do you think of me new haircut? Anyway, I've got
Sammy to sing Final Countdown.
Yeah.
Final Countdown.
I've had my haircut specially.
Yeah, I'm well overdue a trim, me as well.
I had mine done last week.
Yeah.
I asked for an X-File 2708.
It's took years off you, Roy. Looking good.
Look, I am 40 now, do I, boys?
You look 35, Roy.
Yeah, I love you, Sam. Anybody watching?
It says 0 at the top.
Zero.
But we could just be talking to ourselves.
That's what happens when you're a Leeds fan in.
Plain eyes, Roy.
Or a Bristol Rovers fan.
Or an Everton fan or a Spurs
There we
fan.
go. First comment from Jim. Hello, Jim.
Oh, hello, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
Stacked panel, indeed.
Evening, Jim.
Evening, Jim.
All the heavy hitters, I'd say.
Yeah.
Something like that, anyway. Anybody watch today?
What did you say? Oh, today I watched this one.
The Star is Born.
The 70s one. Thought I'd give it a go because Stuart keeps banging on about it, so I thought I'd give it a go.
He's gonna love that.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It was actually. It was on par with the Bradley Cooper Lady Gaga one, but yeah, it was all right actually. It was a bit long, but still enjoyable.
I've got all 4 versions.
And they're like 5 versions of it.
There's 4, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got all 4.
Oh right. What's the best one, Roy?
Personally, and I do like them all, but I just love the Lady Gaga one. I thought it was,
yeah, I love that one.
Oh, just so much chemistry between her and Cooper. I just thought it was brilliant. But I do like the first one's good as well, and also the 50s. Yeah, they're all good, But personally, I'd say Gaga one, which surprised me when I did watch it. I must admit.
I've not seen any of them.
It's I don't know whether they'd be your thing, to be honest, Tim. Very
it's very
musical.
It's very romantic, singy, in your face. It's probably not my assisting either.
Yeah, not enough gore and torture for us, Tim.
Oh, nobody gets decapitated. Spoiler.
I'll give it a skip then.
Although Bradley Cooper did lose his head at one point in the film.
Yes, yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know Jim was from the USA.
Things are called him.
USA, yeah.
He's a poet and he didn't know it. There you go.
Yeah. I'm sure it's colder in the UK, Jim.
Yeah, it's probably a lot colder here.
It's been absolutely freezing up here today, man.
Yeah, I've got my blanket over me as well. It's absolutely freezing in here tonight. So
you've normally got a woolly hat on.
I know. I've got my hat here just in case it gets a little bit cold. There we go.
Anyway.
You need your Lucky Leeds hat on tonight, Marcus.
I thought I'd get people abusing me in the stream, so I've gone neutral for tonight.
Could have wore your Tory scum hat.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll tell you what,
I started watching today.
Giz.
All right, Giz.
Hello.
How do, Giz? So yeah, I started watching today. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. A TV series, Flight Attendant.
Oh no, I've heard of it.
I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely! It's season. Yeah. Kaylee. I don't know, Kaylee Cuckoo or something. Her name is.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but absolutely brilliant. Season 2 I've started. It's kind of like a comedy, mystery drama, all mixed in. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it.
What's it
What
on?
have you watched
Sky?
it on?
I think it was on. Was it Sky Max? I think it was. iSeries linked it on Virgin. I don't know, over a year ago. So I think there's like 9 episodes there. So I've got them all stacked up, ready to binge watch through.
Oh, no.
But
I think
yeah, really good series.
I think you have the same television provider as me, though, don't you, Marcus?
What's that?
Fire Stick Plus.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Jim said, if that is an original Dawn of the Dead poster hanging next to you, mate, I might have to jump on an airplane and pay your house a visit.
It's a Dawn of the Dead canvas that I had printed up. So my all-time favourite movie out of the Romero trilogy.
So still come over, Jim.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. I'll stick the kettle on, matey.
Yeah, give him a Newcastle Brown.
Oh, you switched around.
Oh, yeah.
Lewis
there you
was
are.
ringing. I do apologise.
I thought you weren't on the level, but
No,
I was going to try and put a mind sideways.
I did tell Lewis I was streaming tonight, but yeah, he's obviously forgotten. So if he rings again, I'll have to jump off for a couple of minutes, but hopefully it's all right.
he's not making an appearance.
No, I did invite him, but he's been a bit camera shy the last few weeks. So no, just me. You'll have to put up with tonight, Roy.
Yeah, he's not made a video for a while, has he?
I know, and he's got absolutely shit tons of DVDs and that to show. That
half of 1,000 of them.
Yeah, pretty much. So he's got absolutely loads there. So, but it's coming up to half term, so hopefully we'll get him doing a couple of videos over half term.
Oh, what? It's not half term yet, there, Marcus. In Bristol, it started Friday, I think.
Yeah, I think it's around the 25th, something like that here. So,
I just thought it was all at the same time. I didn't know they like staggered it.
That varies all over the country, doesn't it? So yeah, even adjacent to where I am, up near Hartlepool, they're like a week earlier than the schools around here. So.
Hello, Arthur. How are you? I rewatched Better Man last night. My favourite film of 2024 next to Noir and the Wild Robot. Yeah, they all made my top 5 of last year. I thought all 3 of those were fantastic films. Have you guys seen any of those?
I own Wild Robot, but I haven't watched it yet.
Like yourself, Ollie, I've seen a Nora. That's absolutely incredible. My favourite film of last year, and I've got the 4K Criterion on pre-order. But I'm definitely up for giving obviously, was it the Better Man biopic a watch at some point? And I've heard Wild Robot's meant to be one of the best DreamWorks films in recent years. I've heard really good things about that.
Yeah, really good.
Well, my wife, she's a Robbie super fan, so I had no choice. I got dragged to the cinema to watch it, and I quite liked it.
That's the right answer, Roy. The right answer, Roy.
It was actually really good.
Yeah,
weird.
I was when it started, I was really skeptical and I just couldn't get my head around it. And then when it got to like 15-20 minutes in, I just really got into it and just fell in love with it.
Yeah, it was meant to be really good, mate. I'll give it a watch.
And Nora's definitely one I want to watch. I know.
Yeah. Got to wait till May till it comes out on Criterion.
Yeah,
I've got it on pre-order, man. I had to get it as soon as it got announced and stuff because it's absolutely amazing, that film.
And she won Best Actress last night, which shocked me because I thought it was going to go for Demi Moore. Yeah. No love for the Substance, though. I didn't like that because the Substance was great.
Substance was superb. My film of last year, definitely.
Yeah, it was up there for me as well, Marcus. That came second, I think, for me. I can't wait to get the Blu-ray of that, man.
That and Challengers, I think my
Challengers
favourite
is great.
Challengers was great. Yeah.
What do you know, Roy? My third favourite film of last year as well.
I was badgering you for ages, wasn't I? But Wild Robot is really animation, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, DreamWorks.
It's not something I'd watch, to be honest.
Oh, you should watch. Well, I don't know because it is quite sentimental. So yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, not many.
Jim said, "To me, the original Dawn of the Dead is a masterpiece. It's the greatest horror of all time, in my opinion." I can't say I've ever seen it.
I really enjoyed it. In
They won't
fairness,
upset him, but I prefer Day of the Dead.
I'm with you, Tim. I loved Dawn, and funny enough, the original The Dead trilogy was a first time watch for me last year. But I'm actually with Tim and Stuart that Day is also my favourite. But all three cracking movies.
Day's a close second for me, definitely.
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead's my favourite, I think. But
it's really good, Roy. Really good.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
He just all that, then the coppers shoot him.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's seen it by now.
Giz said, "I'm currently rewatching my way through Homeland. Great show." That's another one I've never seen.
Yeah,
I've not seen that.
Things. Yeah, I've heard good things, but I've never watched it. Jim said, "Unfortunately, I cannot stay, but I will watch the replay. I hope all 5 of you, as well as the people in the chat, have a great week."
Thank you, Jim.
Cheers, Jim.
Jim's got a great channel, hasn't he? You guys all watch Jim?
I need to catch up on his videos, mate, but really good channel.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. I liked his I've been liking his ranking of the actors. Been liking those videos. I think was the last one. Was it DiCaprio? Or it was DiCaprio, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. He had Titanic last, didn't he? Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I was shocked. I shocked.
I love Titanic.
Yeah.
I love me sentimental films, as you guys know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I was going to say, Roy, life is like a box of records, isn't it?
It's like a box of records. A box of something.
Arthur said, "I'm going to see Robbie Williams and Gary Barlow live this year. Fans of either of them guys?"
Not my thing personally, not my cup of tea, but obviously, they've got a lot of fans. But I'm with you, Ollie. I still want to check out the Better Man biopic because I've heard that is amazing and it looks like a really interesting biopic as well. So I'll give that a watch.
Yeah, I got to Take That live in Bristol last year.
Okay.
That was really good. So
cool,
actually,
man.
it was my first concert I'd ever been to, so I didn't really know what to expect. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I'm like a huge fan of them, but because I do like most of Take That's music, I thought I'd give it a go and see what it was like. And yeah, I thought it was really good.
That's good to hear, man. Glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I'm into my metal and thrash metal, I'm afraid. So probably as far from Robbie Williams and Gary Barlow as you can get.
It doesn't get decapitated. Spoiler.
Yeah, a bit of Marilyn Manson going on. Yeah.
I have been to see Robbie. It was it'd be October 2000. My son, he was born end of September 2000. It was the first time that we went out after he was born. So it's like about 2 weeks after he was born. But he should have been. He was 2 weeks late, so originally it would have been a month after he's born and like plenty of time and all that. So we had to leave him with the wife's mother for the first time ever. And we went off to the concert, and yeah, we had a good time. It was all right. It was good. But like, yeah, not a super fan or anything like that, like the wife. But yeah, it was all right.
I've got to ask: did everyone do their homework? Well, by everyone, I mean Sam and Tim.
No, sorry.
Right. I've got the good news and I've got the bad news, Ollie.
I can kind of guess which is coming. I'm going to guess you didn't see Aliens, but you did watch one of the other ones.
Well, the good news is I rewatched Notting Hill, which superb, man. Watched that again at the weekend, but yeah, still didn't get around to watching Aliens. So yeah, I'll probably try and get that watched in about 2-3 years or something.
3 years.
You do watch along with Knowledge. Here he's a big fan
Yeah,
of
that'd be awesome.
it. Yeah.
What was Tim's homework?
He had to watch Joker.
Joker 2.
Why didn't you do it?
I'm not going to lie, I actually forgot all about it, but I don't even think I would have wanted to pay £5 to watch it on streaming. I'm off on holiday, off work for 8 days now, so I might get around to it if I can be bothered. But yeah, getting Vietnamese, I'm not sure it's going to be my thing. Like,
Not as they can say your dog ate it either, Tim.
no, exactly. Maybe I'll pretend to buy a physical and lose it.
I will say though, sorry, Ollie.
No, I was just going to say I can't actually remember what my homework was. I don't know whether I've done it or
I
not.
watched Empire
I think you
Strikes
did.
Back.
Oh, okay. I did it
Yeah.
then, yeah. I'm okay then. And I watched Return of the Jedi, so I should get bonus points.
It's awesome.
What did you think of that, or are you saving it for a video?
I think I did mention it in my weekly watches.
Oh
You did
yeah,
a
I did see
bit,
you've
yeah.
uploaded
I thought it was good. I thought it was
round to
good. I didn't think it was quite as good as Empire Strikes Back, but I still thought it was really good. I'm glad that I've watched them now.
Glad to hear that, man.
Yeah.
And he liked The Railway Man. I was so relieved.
I did. I love that film. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching it. I love just British biopics, and I love Colin Firth and just his like chemistry with Nicole Kidman. I just thought was excellent.
Yeah, brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And his mate as well. Was it one of the?
Oh, Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good in it. Yeah.
How many Skarsgårds are there?
I think he's the father. I think there's like 3 sons.
You got Alexander Beale, and I don't know the name of the other one, but
yeah, is it like Gustav or something weird like that?
I think he must be the Lester brother.
He was in. I know he was in Vikings, the series, but I don't know his name. Yeah.
It was Donnie Wahlberg, was he?
Sorry to break away from film slightly, but have you all got a favourite song to share? You guys go first.
He's going to sing it as well, isn't he?
He's got to think first.
As long as you don't want me to sing it, it's all good.
I was going to say, Marcus, when it's coming up to 8 o'clock, you can start singing Marching On Together. Right. I think, Marcus, you asked me this question last week, and I was trying to think on top of my head what it was, because it was like favourite 80s song, but now favourite song of all time. That is a tough cookie. Well, I say favourite song of all time, it just has got a favourite song. So I'm going to go... What would I go for? I probably would go with Night Swimming by R.E.M. I'll go with that.
I don't know it.
It's a brilliant song off the Automatic for the People album.
You just want Sam to sing it, don't you, Roy? That's what it is.
Go for it, Sam. Come on.
I can't remember the lyrics actually for that one.
You sing all these songs and you can't remember the lyrics of your favourite one.
Just right. Okay. Shiny, happy people laughing.
I know that one.
I didn't know it's called. I know that song, but I didn't know it's called that.
No, me either. I thought it was called Shiny
R.E.M. guys. Yeah, that's off the Our Time album, which is absolutely amazing.
That's not even the best R.E.M. song.
It's not. The best R.E.M. song
is his favourite song then?
Losing My Religion.
I'm trying to remember. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember which one it was.
Losing My Religion, Tim. You're right there.
Right. But I will say, Roy, my favourite R.E.M. song is Near Wild Heaven from the Out of Time album, but I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the lyrics on top of my head. I'll just have to go and hit the bar first, and then I'll come back.
Arthur's put you on the spot, hasn't he?
Lol. But yeah, that's the favourite song of mine, not Ollie. Yeah.
Right.
Do you guys want to go next?
I'd say Cat Stevens, Father and Son.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a great song.
And that used to be on the cartoon Spider on the intro. Remember
I
that?
don't know.
In like the early 90s, there was a cartoon called Spider. I think it's on CITV, and that had that song on the intro.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's either that or Hazel O'Connor, Will You?
Yeah.
Good ballad. Because I like my sentimental stuff, as you guys know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go for either of them two.
It's hard to narrow down to one, but I'd have to say No Quarter by Led Zeppelin. Probably my
That's
favourite.
a great tune, that,
Yeah.
man. Love that.
So like tricky and weird, isn't it?
Yeah. I still want to see, what is it, Tim, the new Led Zeppelin documentary?
Oh, I didn't even know there was one.
Oh, yeah. It's just come out recently called Becoming Led Zeppelin. It's meant to be really good, man. It's, definitely getting a lot of really good, like, word of mouth as well.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that. Yeah, I got some song remains the same and stuff on DVD, but yeah, I didn't know there was a documentary.
Yeah, I still need to go and check it out. It's been out for a couple of weeks now. I don't know if me and my dad might go and see that one. I think,
Right.
yeah, that might be one for like me and my dad to go and see. We went to go and see the new Bob Dylan biopic, and that was very good. Really likes that.
Is that good? I'd heard mixed things.
Oh, I thought it was really good, Roy.
Was Timothy Chalamet pull off the singing?
It was, yeah. I thought he did a decent job vocal performance-wise as well. Yeah, pretty good. And it was a good, like, sort of insight to how, like, Dylan's evolution as a singer and stuff. And, you know, like, singer-vocalist and, like, in the early 60s, like, New York and the, like, in the, is it the Greenwich Village scene? Yeah, and, like, the folk scene in like, the early 60s. And, yeah, fantastic. Have you seen that one yet, Ollie?
No, I really want to watch it, but I'm going to wait until it comes. I'll probably get it on the dodgy stick when it comes on there. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be too long because it's been out for quite a while now. It's been out for over a month in America, I think. It's been out since it didn't come out on Christmas Day, I think. So I'm hoping in the next like week or so I'll be able to find a link. Because I did notice Companion's out on digital tomorrow. So I might give that a watch this week.
Yeah, I went to see that last week, by the way, Ollie. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. It's definitely my sort of film.
I thought it was very good, and Sophie Thatcher's very nice on the eye as well.
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's about the like sort of this robot, like this AI, artificial intelligence, and then kind of like when there's obviously this guy and then that AI like sort of meet Roy, it kind of just spirals from there, and there's just so many twists and turns that happen. It's very good.
Yeah. Was it a horror, Danny?
Do you know what, Tim? It's a really interesting one because at first I thought, say from the trailer and stuff, it was going to be a horror, but it turns out it's kind of more like a thriller, and it's got, you know, like it's got a couple of like horror elements to it, but it's really interesting. Like it took a bit of inspiration from like previous like films from the AI subgenre, like Terminator and that, and but yeah, it's a cracking film. Like there was a couple of side characters I didn't really care for all too much, but that like there's like it was really just well acted, and I did like sort of like, you know, the narrative side of the movie as well, and just yeah, it's really good. Yeah, like some great like flashback sequences as well, and wow, I won't say what happens, Ollie, but the ending did not see that coming from a mile off. Very, very good.
Yeah, I think Nikki said it was similar to Megan, but I've never seen that. I think it's like an evil doll girl or something. Like.
I need to check that one out. Have you seen that one, Marcus, Megan?
Yeah, seen the first one. The second one's coming out. Is it this year at some point?
I think it's coming out in June.
Yeah, I thought it was all right, but I'm not a fan of the whole AI side of things.
Okay. Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it's in my pile to sell.
Yeah, wasn't up there as. I mean, I've not even got it back in the collection. It was kind of like a one-off watch for me. I've not been plus one since.
Yeah, I didn't think much to it either, to be honest.
Yeah, it got very mixed reviews, that one, didn't it, Ollie? Like, there's some people that really liked or loved it, and there was a lot of people that really didn't connect with that one. I might give it a watch, but I've never had that urgency to check it out for some reason.
Yeah, it's okay. I've seen it twice, but I don't think I'd ever go back to it again. Yeah, it's not one of those that you really go. It's like a one-time watch type thing.
Interesting. Sorry, Ollie. The trailer looked interesting, and when I seen the clip of her doing that stupid dance with her like wobbly arms, I just thought it looked stupid.
Yeah, it's a bit because they've released a teaser for the second one, and it is literally just her doing the stupid dance.
Oh, right. Yeah, that kind of put me off.
How about you, Marcus? What's your favourite song?
Oh, well, I mean, my favourite band of all time is Anthrax. I'm sure you've all listened to most of their back catalogue over the years.
I know.
So yeah, if I chose one of their songs, it would be probably "Caught in a Mosh" or "Indians." That's like old school Anthrax. But more mainstream, I'd probably choose something like Iron Maiden's "The Trooper."
Yeah, that's classic.
Or something like Alice Cooper's "School's Out." So,
what film is that on? Isn't that on a film soundtrack? School's Out?
I don't know.
Yeah, I swear there's a film where as they start to go on the sort of break up from school, I think it's an American film, it plays that, but I can't remember what film it is.
Wasn't what was it, Tim? It wasn't Dazed and Confused or something like that, was it?
Might be. I have watched it once. It's a good film. It might be. I can't remember, but yeah, I do remember seeing it on a film, but I can't remember what. What about you, Ollie?
I would say my favourite song is "Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now" by Starship. Probably very generic and mainstream, but I don't really veer off. I generally just listen to very mainstream music. I need to probably look into like more back. I could have said Barbra Streisand, and that would have pleased Stuart, but
Stuart would have been happy.
You are his favourite loon, after all.
He does keep saying that. Yes.
He does, doesn't he?
Jodie's in the house. Hello, Jodie.
Hello, Jodie.
On the topic of better man, what's your favourite biopics? It's Walk the Line for me. About to check out Sid and Nancy soon for the first time. Oh, that's one I got to think about. Walk the Line's a good one though. Oh.
Yeah, it's going to take.
I'm going to look. Whilst you guys decide, I'm going to look at my collection and see if I can think of something.
I'll go first because I don't think I've actually seen many biopics.
Yeah, same as me, Tim. I'm struggling.
I'm
Not really a genre we partake into.
Maybe Amadeus.
Oh, I couldn't stand that. I turned it off after. No, I turned it off after an hour. It was getting on my nerves.
Oh, I thought it was brilliant. Or The Founder. How about The Founder?
Oh yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, that is a good. I've not actually got that yet, but I've seen that a few times. That's a great one.
It's great. You see, like, when he got the tennis court to work out how they could move around the restaurant. Yeah, really, really interesting how they done it.
I quite like Blinded by the Light. I think that's a good British biopic.
Oh, I love that film, mate. Great film.
Sammy put me onto a marvellous one.
I need to rewatch that, mate. Yeah, I'm so pleased you enjoyed that one, Roy.
Yeah, really good.
Oh, it's a very good film, that. I think the last time I watched that film was probably about 10 years, so well overdue rewatch of that. I've seen it about 2-3 times in the past, but very good. Have you seen that, Marcus? That film, Marvelous?
No, I haven't. I've seen a couple of you guys mentioning it, so it is one that's on my radar to watch. I do quite like Toby Jones. I remember he was in that, what was it, that one recently about the goings on at the post office?
Oh, yeah.
I think that rings a bell, yeah.
Yeah, all of the stuff that went on there. I think it was on Netflix, but yeah, really, quite like Toby Jones. So, and it's on the radar to watch soon.
He's got a new film coming out soon, where he plays Richard Burton's teacher. Looks really good. Looks like Royce type of thing. Like I watched the trailer. And
that's quite
he's playing the teacher, and it's got Leslie Manville in as well, who plays like his house keeper or something. Looks really good.
I'll have to have a look out for that.
Yeah. I would probably say, though, my favourite of all biopics is probably Eddie the Eagle, because it just puts me in a great mood every time I watch it.
Unfortunately, I remember it happening.
Well, it wasn't that long ago. It was only, what, 40 years ago?
Well, only.
Only.
Yeah.
Did everyone give their choices?
I've got my favourite music biopic of all time.
Grease.
I do really like that film as well, Ollie. For me, hands down, it's got to be Control, about the life of Ian Curtis. That is an absolutely fantastic film, but my God, that ending is heart-wrenching. But it's a really good film. But yeah, a few other ones, Ollie.
Ian Curtis from Echo and the Bunnymen, Sammy.
Second, sorry, Tim.
Is Ian Curtis from Echo and the Bunnymen?
No,
is
mate.
Ian Curtis from Echo and the Bunnymen?
Yeah, no, I was going to say, mate, you're not far off though, because there is Ian McCulloch from Echo and the Bunnymen.
Oh, yeah.
There's Ian Curtis from Joy Division, and it's, if you love, say, Joy Division's music, Tim, or if you may be a Miles fan, it's still worth a watch.
I do like them.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. I love Joy Division as well, man. They're one of my favourite ever bands, as New Order is as well. Yeah, it's brilliant. And the guy who plays Ian Curtis in it, Ollie, is kind of like a spit-in image of early, like Ian Curtis. I think it's Sam Riley, I think.
Oh, yeah, he's good actor.
Yeah, he's really good in it, man.
He was in The Railwayman, wasn't he, Roy?
He was, yeah. He played the younger self, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would say that, but like actually, Ollie, one I think you mentioned in that brilliant video, by the way, what was it? Into the Wild. I put that up there as well. I think that is absolutely amazing in it, man.
Yeah,
really good.
Another one like that, similar with oh god, when she walks across the mountains.
Oh, Wild. Yeah, Reese Witherspoon. Yeah, I've not, that's in my pile somewhere. I've not seen it yet.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the last King of Scotland count?
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually.
That's based on Idi Amin, isn't it?
It's loosely, but I think it's loosely based because I think the character that James McAvoy plays wasn't real.
No,
but obviously Idi Amin is real. So, and obviously, I think
that's the only one in the collection I can think of.
Yeah, I didn't rate that one that much. I thought it was alright as a one-time watch, but yeah,
it's actually a broader subject than you think, really, isn't it? Biopics, of anybody, really.
Absolutely.
Has anyone seen that in Tebby, which is about Idi Amin as well, and the airport siege? Because I've got it, and I'm sure I watched it when it came out, but I've not gone back to it, and I don't know if anyone else had seen it.
7 days to Entebbe, something like that.
Yeah, I think in England it's just called Entebbe, but I think it was 7 days in Entebbe in America. But it's Rosamund Pike.
Rosamund Pike, that's right. Yeah, it's all right. It's not a bad film.
Yeah,
I've only seen it once.
Yeah, I think I might have to give it another watch.
Yeah, I really liked. What else was it? Ollie, 127 Hours. I thought that was really good.
I've not seen that one yet. No.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. Super.
Brilliant film.
It's great, isn't it, Marcus?
Yeah, it's a Danny Boyle one, isn't it?
Yeah. But my God, it's quite harrowing at the same time. Seeing what that guy has to go through.
It's bloody hard to watch, isn't it?
Have you seen it, Roy?
Well, you were ditching then, Sammy.
Yeah. You know, he actually, just knowing that he actually did it in real life just makes you go, oh, what are you doing it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say what it is in case anybody hasn't seen it, but
it's quite it's stomach churning stuff, and I think it's got I think it's based off like that book as well, Between a Rock and a Hard Place. So it's But yeah, very good film that. But yeah, you are absolutely right though, Roy. With like say biopics, it's a very like broad like genre, isn't it? Like because straight away I just think of like say like off the cuff like music biopics, but then I have to think of like from other subjects and stuff. Sorry, Tim.
Yeah, that's what I thought of first of all when you said biopic. It had to be about a musician, but yeah, if it can be about anybody, then there's probably historical. What about the Passion of the Christ?
I need to watch that.
Although I personally don't think he was real, but
yeah, I know Stuart
it's quite strong
loves
stuff.
that film.
It's quite disturbing, Sammy.
I mean, it would encompass like your historical stuff, like Cleopatra and things like that, wouldn't it? And
yeah.
What would you say, Marcus? Did you give your answer?
I was the same as Tim to start with, but I think Sammy called it with 127 Hours. Definitely one of my favourites that falls into that category.
What about the Damned United as well, Marcus?
No, I was just about to say that.
Another one old Fluffy of Leeds of the 70s. So yeah, fantastic.
That's a cracking little film.
Yeah.
Well, here he is then. Hello, Stuart.
Hello, Stuart.
Evening, Stuart.
He's watching Emmerdale with what? Actually, to be honest, if I wasn't on this stream, I'd probably be watching EastEnders, but nobody else would be watching. But yeah, I've been watching that again recently. It's the only one I watch. But
yeah.
That's what I'll be watching tonight if I wasn't doing it.
That's a hard film to watch in the night.
Oh my God!
just got it through today, so sneak peek.
I'll be very intrigued, Marcus, to what you think to that, because I haven't got the stomach for that movie.
No,
I'm
I could watch that.
Yeah, well, but I mean, put it this way: I've seen it once before, and I've now got it back in the collection to watch for a second time. So.
It is a really well-made film, although it is disgusting. Yeah, it is actually really well executed, isn't it, Marcus? Like cinematography and that. But yeah, it's very hard to watch.
Clearly been more done for the shock value than anything else. But it's certainly one of those films that's talked about. So.
Stuart said Godzilla -1. Wow, just a fantastic film. So emotional, great story. I know Ollie has seen it. What about the rest of you?
I thought it was absolutely amazing, Ollie. I've had
me too.
it. Yeah, I had it.
I think it was number 2 or 3 for me of 2023.
Yeah, it was my second favourite film of 2023 after John Wick 4. That was my favourite film of the year, and then Godzilla -1.
Yeah, I think I had.
Well, I haven't Air. Oh, sorry, Ollie.
I think I had Air as my number 1, and then I think it was The Creator, and then it was Godzilla.
I did give it a buy earlier in HMV, but I think they wanted $28.99 for it on 4K.
It's really expensive. That's why it's
like 19 on Blu-ray. So yeah, I just didn't pick it up in the end, but I do want to see it.
Yeah, I will get
a Blu-ray. We have got a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
4K, they had them next to each other in HMV. Yeah. But yeah, it was expensive on either format.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've not seen it yet.
Yeah, I will get the 4K, but yeah, I definitely will get it when it's reduced to say if it gets reduced to like 20, 22 quid. Yeah, I'll definitely settle for that, absolutely.
I think the one thing that's put me off it a little bit is it quite political? Because I watched the Shin Godzilla one, and I thought it's bloody terrible. It's just all the political bits behind it, and
it's not that overly political. It's more of a war film, I would say. It's like a Godzilla war film. It's set right during the war, and it's more about the human characters than obviously there is the like Godzilla bits, but it's more about the human characters than Godzilla, I would say.
Yeah. And with its budget as well, Ollie, it looks fantastic as well.
Yeah.
It's really good, man. Bloody ace, indeed.
The ace. Woo!
Woo!
Arthur said, my favourite song is Patience by Take That.
That's a good one,
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Yeah. He said, good song choices, lads.
Thank you.
Thanks, Arthur.
Gid says, favourite song off the top of my head, Barbara O'Reilly by The Who. That's a great song, that one. That's,
I love that.
great
I
song.
love that song. Great album as well. Who's next?
Hello, Rob. Anthrax Among the Living
Hello,
is one of
Rob.
my all-time favourite albums.
All right, Rob.
And well done, Rob. Evening, matey.
We've caught up with the chats. What was I going to say? I'll just throw a big question out there, and it's not going to be a sub-genre specific, just randomly. What's your favourite horror films?
Oh.
For me, a couple off the top of my head, I would say John Carpenter's They Live.
Yeah, that'd be on my list.
Another favourite of mine, not one that everybody is talks about a lot, but I'd say the original Amityville Horror.
That's a good one,
Yeah,
Marcus.
so I didn't get on too well with that.
Did you not like it?
No, I didn't dislike it, but I just found it, I wouldn't say boring, but yeah, it didn't really grab me. I watched it once 15 years ago, so I might have to give it another go. I think it's out on 4K now, isn't it? But yeah, I didn't really love it.
Yeah, I was similar there, Tim. Like, I think just because similar to Exorcist, I think I had it a little bit overhyped when I went into it. And I thought it was okay when I first watched it, but it was like 5-6 years ago when I last watched it. But I will say, Marcus, I think on rewatch, it's one I would definitely appreciate a lot more now, definitely.
Yeah, it's a pretty intense one. So
yeah, I definitely need to give it another watch, mate. Definitely.
Really good, and I'd have to give a mention as well, obviously, to The Shining, another one of my all-time favourites.
Yeah, I would probably go Scream and The Conjuring for me, the first Conjuring. Those are my two favourites, I would say.
I actually prefer the second Conjuring. I don't like
they're both fantastic. It's difficult. I think because I've only seen them once, I think I need to watch them again. But I did love the second one as well because of the London setting.
Yeah, I think the second's scarier.
Yeah,
with the nun and the crooked man. Yeah.
Kind of goes downhill a little bit on the third one. Devil Made Me Do It.
I've watched it once. I can't remember anything about it.
Yeah, I'm hoping the fourth one's better because it's the last one that's out in September. I'm hoping that's an improvement.
Is that this year?
Yeah.
I'd say my favourite gotta be The Exorcist. I know it's boring, Pete, but it's the only film that's truly frightened me, so it's got to be The Exorcist.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Hello, Larry. What film are you most looking forward to being released this year on Blu-ray or 4K? That's a good question because there's a lot of releases this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Substance for me, just because I haven't watched it yet.
It's difficult because
for me as well.
They're saying release this year, but we don't even know what's going to come out the second half of this year. We could get like some huge announcements for the second half of this year. Oh, I'd probably say Nora. Probably a Nora.
Yeah, definitely.
Or Wicked. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's out in a few weeks.
Yeah. For me, I will just say, Ollie, some of my favourite horror films, I would probably say The Shining and the original Nosferatu from 1922. They're definitely my top two horror films. And I'd probably go John Carpenter's The Thing and the Fog. Yeah, they'd be well up there. Definitely.
Yeah,
and then,
same.
Thanks, buddy. And, and I've got a lot on pre-order. So for next month, obviously Doctor Who season 7, the collection set, I've got that on pre-order, and then Deep Blue Sea on 4K because it's been absolute years since I've last seen that, and Scanners and The Brood, so like on Second Sight 4K, so yeah, there'd be some of my choices, definitely.
Really looking
favourite horror, I'm sure everybody knows. Oh, sorry, Marcus.
No, I was just saying in response to Sammy, I'm really looking forward to The Brood coming out on 4K.
Oh, me too. Marcus, have you got it on pre-order?
Yeah, I've pre-ordered both. I've took the plunge up on Scanners as well. So
yeah, and I've got to give a quick mention as well, Ollie to the Dollars trilogy, of course, on 4K. Can't wait for that.
Oh yeah. That's the big one, isn't it?
Absolutely. Have you pre-ordered them, Roy?
No, I'll wait till there's a set available. I'm not interested in the big thick sets with the posters and the postcards and the free ashtray and stuff like that. I'll just wait till there's a normal set of 3 and get them that way.
Yeah. Definitely.
Jody said, Amityville Horror is a good shout, Marcus. James Brolin is great.
Yeah, definitely. He goes completely nuts, doesn't he? He ends up like Jack Torrance in The Shining as the film goes on. So very similar with how they both go off the rails.
You've seen the remake, Marcus, with is it Ryan Reynolds in it?
Yeah.
There was a remake from like 2012 or something.
Yeah, that was
I'm not sure.
2005, wasn't it? I think with Melissa George.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's quite good.
Yeah, it's half decent. Yeah, well worth a watch.
Didn't it come out that it's a hoax in the end?
I think so.
Well, I think it was loosely based on a true story, but there was a lot that was
proved to be all a load of rubbish. It was a complete hoax just to get people to come to their house and make money out of it and all that.
Yeah. I think it was like the Dietz family wrote a book because basically they were saying family that lived there before them, the son called, I think it was Ronnie DeFeo, actually murdered the whole family and then tried to blame it on being possessed by ghosts, but I think he was just an insane murderer. And then obviously the people that moved in next tried to play up to the previous owners to sort of get notoriety. Yeah.
Interesting story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Giz says 1979 Salem's Lot for me. I was 11 when it premiered on UK TV. Scared me witless and still does.
Yeah. Yeah, the sign when the bit when Danny Glick, he called, it's like tapping on the window used to creep me out as a kid.
That's me and my brother, we watched it, so Giz will be a similar age to me because he must be 68 then. I was born 69, so I was about 10, and my brother's 4 years older, and we both watched it and we were terrified. We slept with crucifixes in our beds that night. Absolutely shitting it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still got that creepiness to it, even watching it now, to be fair.
Yeah.
But Tim, you're sending it through, aren't you, for Lewis? I think you've just upgraded it.
Picked it up on Blu-ray today, so in HMV it is reduced to $5.99 on Blu-ray. So yeah, obviously I've always had it on DVD, but just upgraded it.
Yeah, so it's going to be a first-time watch for Lewis. So I'll be interested to see how he gets on with that one.
I've got it in a Stephen King Blu-ray box set. I think there's that. I think it's got the original It and The Shining on it.
Oh, no.
I think I got it for about a tenner from HMV, like really cheap one day.
Was that Blu-ray, Roy?
Yeah, Blu-ray, yeah.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah, the one is a good
probably my favourite. Not seen that yet.
Oh,
No,
that's great, Ollie.
No relation to me either.
Oh yeah.
And spelt the proper Barrett way.
Yeah, Omen's superb. Really good.
Jody says, has anyone seen any of the hundreds of Amityville spin-off movies? Shocking. Great pick, Roy.
Thank you, Jody.
I've seen Amityville 2, The Possession. That's a pretty decent sequel. Not too bad. I haven't seen all the spin-offs after that, though. So
this Amityville 3 it's got Meg Ryan in, so it should be good, but it's not. And then years ago, when I rented it on VHS at a sleepover at a birthday party, we watched The Dollhouse, I think it was called. And even back when you're that young and you've got no sort of critical evaluation, we thought it was awful.
Hello, Through the Lens.
Hello.
Evening, matey.
Another question then, as we've got to the bottom of the comments. What's everyone's favourite Spielberg film? That's a big one.
Oh, this is great timing as well, Ollie, because Andy's just done his
I did see that pop
ranking video. Yeah, I've been watching it. It's really good. that's up there for me as well, Tim.
Yeah.
Amazing film.
TikTok's
man.
very
Get
close,
mine.
but I think Jaws is a better film.
I think
I'd go and get mine, Tim, but I'm not moving from under me blanket. It's fucking freezing here.
Supposed to be tough up north.
yeah, I love that film as well, man.
That's definitely my favourite of all time. It's
I'm
in my
with
top
Tim.
5,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I'd have to say Jaws, Jurassic Park, and E.T. are kind of all
E.T.,
three
yeah.
tied, quite hard to separate, really.
And what a
I'd say Jewel for mine, obviously, my all-time favourite film.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
Have you not?
Is it, Marcus? Your favourite film
Yeah,
of all
yeah.
time? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it is. I've got
Cool.
about six different versions of it up on the shelf over there, much to Lewis's
nice.
disgust. So, yeah, my all-time favourite film, if I had to pick one across all genres, it's Jewel.
I need to check that out as well, man, because I've never seen that. But I remember when you picked up that VHS edition, I thought that's pretty cool. That. Awesome.
Yeah. I've got it on VHS. I've got it on Blu-ray. I've got it on 4K. I've got DVD Steelbook and a couple of other versions. So
you've got like the big box version, Marcus.
Yeah,
like a big special edition. They had it in Bedminster CEX behind the till. When I asked, they wanted £48, I think it was, for it.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
kind of the going rate, but it's a lovely steelbook, and it also contains, with it being the 4K, it contains the original TV cut, so which is well worth a watch. So definitely check it out. Sammy, like I say, my all-time favourite.
Yeah, I need to get onto that, man. It's meant to be brilliant. Yeah, definitely. I think for me, Ollie, I would definitely have to say top 3, probably, Saving Private Ryan, Jaws, and it probably would have to be something like Jurassic Park. They would definitely be my top 3, definitely.
Yeah, I'd add AI to the mix for me as well.
Sorry, have you seen the Jaws 4K?
Yeah, absolutely stunning.
No, I've only got on Blu-ray.
I got the 4K, but I've not watched it yet.
I've got the 4K, but I've not seen the 4K transfer, Roy. But it's meant to be amazing transfer because I watched, I watched Jaws 2 at the weekends. That was like the first time watching it in absolute years, and I tell you what, Roy, that transfer was absolutely class. So now seeing the movie was great as well, of course, for Jaws 2, but now seeing that put into new light, I can't wait to see what the 4K transfers like for Jaws as well.
Yeah, for the original, it's one of the best 4K transfers I've seen to date. So
I've heard it's amazing, man.
And 2 as well, like you say. And I'm tempted now to get 3 and 4. I know they're terrible, but if they're going to look as nice as 1 and 2,
what's the one with Michael Caine? Is that The Revenge?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I think I've seen number 3 where they're in like an underwater aquarium and the shark sort of busts through and it's attacking the forts.
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous.
Funny enough, though, Roy, I think what is it? A lot of people do put Jaws 3 as the worst one. I haven't seen it in its entirety, but I remember Jaws 4 being actually not too bad. It was just a ton of fun, but it was like probably you're talking 15, 16 years ago when I last watched it, saying that.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's a long time since I watched it. I've got the DVD box set with them all on. Maybe I should dig it out, watch 3 and 4, just so I don't end up buying them on 4K again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
It would be jaw-dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only own number 1.
I haven't seen any of the Amityville films. Need to get on that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of them either.
I've only seen the original, Ollie. That's the only one I've seen.
Larry says, any film that you wished had a physical media release as you would love to watch it again?
Oh, that's a good question, Larry.
That's a really good question.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm going to have to think about that now.
Well, I'm not going to choose Mouse of Horrors, by the way, so...
I'll see. I see you watches for that. You didn't like that, did you?
Absolutely horrendous film.
I'll tell you what,
Oh,
Marcus, and I mean this in a good way, mate. I don't know where you come across some of these films. Sometimes I'm thinking, wow, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I'm on all sorts of obscure Facebook groups and things like that. So anytime anything weird and bizarre comes up like that, I'll stick it onto a watch list. And if I'm in that frame of mind to watch it, then I'll give it a watch. So
was it better than the Boneyard, Marcus?
You what?
Was it better than the Boneyard?
Remember
that one with the killer poodle or whatever it was?
No, it was worse than the Boneyard. So it was an absolute stinker of a movie. So
worse than Dungeon Master.
But by all means, give it a watch. It'll probably be in the next video store release, Roy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to avoid that.
Yeah.
I've got an answer for this one, by the way.
Go on, Roy.
Right, a lot of you guys know Billy Wilder, my favourite director, Jimmy Stewart, my favourite actor, and they're together in a film called The Spirit of St. Louis, which is a biopic.
Wow, okay.
A biopic, coming back to that subject, and it's the story of Charles Lindbergh, who was the first guy to solo fly the Atlantic in his plane called The Spirit of St. Louis. It's a brilliant film, and we haven't even got a DVD over here, and I don't think it's had a Blu-ray release anywhere in the world. So that would be a dream release, especially if Eureka would bring it out in the Masters of Cinema, because they've done all the Billy Wilder films before. So yeah, that would be my one.
Yeah. I would probably say, do you know what, Ollie? I would probably say, a bit of an obscure one, the recent Beavis and Butthead movie that came out about 3 years ago. I absolutely loved that. I would have loved to see that get a Blu-ray release over here.
Still haven't seen it, Sam, but I do love Do America.
Ah, it's great, isn't it, mate? I grew up on that one, and the TV series is brilliant. Yeah. I used to have the VHS tapes as well, Marcus, and now I've starting to rebuild the VHS collection. I wouldn't mind getting some of them again as well. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, really fun. I did used to have the TV series on DVD box set.
I did.
So, yeah, that's what I'd like to get back again. Or if they do a Blu-ray release at some point, I'll grab it that way.
I must admit, man, I do really regret selling my complete DVD collection of that, because I think it had like most of the episodes in it as well. But oh god, it is absolutely
I think
hilarious.
It's out of print as well now, isn't it? Isn't it a fairly pricey one to pick up?
Do you know what, mate? I can't tell you the last time I looked on my eBay, like how much it roughly goes for. Because obviously, I don't think we ever got like a Blu-ray release of that. But DVD-wise, was it like 40, 45 quid or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Last I looked, certainly not a cheap one to get back again. So
yeah,
but if they did a Blu-ray box set with the 2 movies, I'll be all over that.
Oh, me too, man. It's just it's brilliant. Have you watched that Ollie, Beavis and Butthead?
No, I think I tried watching the new film that you were talking about, but I just couldn't get into it. But I know my dad loves it.
Yeah. What about you, Tim? Do you like Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah. I remember I used to watch it when it was on MTV years ago when I was a kid. And then I've seen the film Beavis and Butthead Do America. I haven't seen the newer one, but I would want to check it out.
Yeah, I thought it was.
But yeah, obviously on MTV
funny.
they used to. Marcus would probably like it. On MTV they kind of had a show where they did sort of funny skits, but they hosted a lot of sort of heavy metal music videos and stuff. And they sort of played a lot of like thrash metal before everyone else did.
Yeah. But yeah, because I think Do America, just to remind me, Marcus, because I haven't seen it for like 15 years. Did they go to the casino? Did they go to LA in that one? They did, didn't they?
I think so, yeah. Similar to you, I haven't seen it probably since it first came out on DVD. So yeah, definitely a long overdue rewatch, potentially before I watch the new one. So
yeah, I'll tell you what then, while we're at it, I'd love to see a Blu-ray release of Do America, definitely.
Yeah.
I would probably say, I know it's got a release in America, but I don't think it's been released anywhere else, and it's really expensive. I would say Air, because like I said, I did really enjoy that film.
Yeah.
Great biopic, that one.
I've heard it was great. Ollie, I never got to see that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, really good. You can't. I think you can watch it on Prime, but yeah, I think the only place you can get it physically is America, which is a shame.
Yeah. And there was another one, I think, Ollie, on like Apple TV. Was it that Cha Cha Real Smooth, that drama? I don't think ever got a Blu-ray release. And that Rye Lane as well, which was really good, never got a Blu-ray release, unfortunately.
It's all these streaming films. Like there's the odd really good streaming film, but it never sees the light of day on physical media, and it sucks.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of too many. Obviously, I probably hadn't seen them in the past if they hadn't sort of had a release. But I think Above the Rim, that one we said about last time, sort of basketball film with Tupac in. I don't think that's even had a DVD release on Regent in England. And then, not sure if it's had a release. I've never ever seen it about an older film called The Indian in the Cupboard. Anyone can remember that?
Oh, yeah, it's that one.
Yeah, is that?
Yeah, it's like two figures, and the boy puts them in a little cupboard, a cowboy and an Indian, and they come alive and fight each other.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen it on TV before, but I don't think I've watched it. Who's in that?
I don't think it's had a release.
Who's in that one, Tim?
I can't remember. I hadn't seen it since I was about 9. I remember the cowboy's called Boone, and the Native American, should I say, is called Little Bull. But yeah, I can't remember who the actors were, whether they're anybody of note or whether it's like a made-for-TV kind of thing. But yeah, I literally haven't seen it since I was like primary school, I think.
Yeah, I just looked quickly. It's Steve Coogan.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outpost says, "Evening, guys. Late to the party." Hello, Outpost.
Evening, matey.
Through the Lens says, "Best Spielberg film is E.T., but out of the new films, The Fabelmans." Yeah, I really like The Fabelmans.
That's a great film.
I think I personally, out of his newer films, would go for West Side Story, but I did love The Fabelmans as well. James is in the house. Hey, folks. Roy sent me Salem's Lot. I like vampire movies, but didn't get on with that one. Well, James, if you're still here, you're welcome to join us if you want. The link's in the chat, so you're welcome to hop on if you want to.
James and I famously have different opinions on films every time.
Especially as it was in Roy, a lot of his Adam Sandler films.
Adam Sandler films.
Can't stand Adam Sandler or Ben Stiller. Not a fan of either of them.
I like one Adam Sandler film and he hated it. Go figure.
What's that?
Punch Drunk Love.
Seen that.
That is a really good film. Did you ever watch, what was it, Roy? Reign Over Me?
Oh, that's a great film, that is.
No, I picked up the Blu-ray.
That is an amazing film.
Yeah,
that's one of his more drama roles, yeah.
Uncut Gems, is it called? Something
that's
meant to be good.
Really good as well, Tim.
Yeah, I like
Loved that.
We haven't got a release of that, have we? Or is it?
No,
that's Netflix over here.
Yeah, just a Criterion release in the US, Ollie, but not over here. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get a 4K Criterion of that over here.
I did look though on there's a seller on eBay that I used to use. I think they've changed names now. They used to be called Declutter, but I think now they're called eStocks USA. And I was looking to see what imports they had the other day, and they had the standard Blu-ray of Uncut Gems for just over £10. So,
okay.
But I think because it's A24, and I have got an A24 film from America already, I think it's region locked. So you need a region full player for that.
Yeah, I like Ben Stiller in Meet the Fockers and Meet the Parents. I think he's not so good in the film in general. Actually, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, do you know what, Tim? They're not bad movies, then, man. I do quite like them films. Yeah.
Jody said, Bridge of Spies is a superb underrated Spielberg, great Cold War political drama. Yeah, I remember really enjoying that one. Yeah, Tom Hanks is great in that.
Indeed.
Outpost says, shout out to Jody's Movie Room for recommending The Friends of Eddie Coyle with Robert Mitchum. A great watch. Not heard of that one.
Oh, great film.
Is it?
Yeah, brilliant. Gangster film. 70s, I think. Yeah, really, really good.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely loved it. Giz says, I've mentioned to Roy to watch The Wild Geese with Richard Burton, Richard Harris, Roger Moore, etc. Any of you guys seen it? It's one of my favourites. No, I've heard of it, but it's one I definitely want to watch, but I've not seen it.
Yeah, I haven't got it.
I think the other day I went... Oh, sorry, boy.
No, sorry, go on, Tim.
Yeah, the other day
I've not got a copy.
I was looking on CEX, and CEX in Bristol had it on Arrow Video, have released it, and it was out of print about £15, and you can guess what happened when I got there? Cover reprinted.
Was it?
So I didn't pick it up, but yeah, it looks good.
It's or they should at least like make it so if you're looking on the app,
on the website.
Yeah, because it's just I've had that happen to me, and I've gone in for something specific, and I've got there, and it's been cover reprinted, and it's like, yeah, no.
But it seems to be on a lot of the boutique labels that they've got the cover reprinted, which is more annoying. Yeah, if it's like a £1 like generic film.
Do you reckon it's people nicking the cases?
Yeah, I think they.
No, when I went in Kingswood, there was a load on the list that Marcus and Ash were looking for, and they didn't have them on the shelf. So when I said to the guy, "Where are they?" You got them behind the till. We haven't put them out yet. He said they get stolen. I was like, well, why would even a crackhead want an empty case? Maybe they think there's the film in it, so they rob it. I don't know, but
yeah, I heard that the wall in Bedminster, Tim, when I went and traded a load of stuff in back at the end of last year, they said because it's right by the door, they said that they would just take the cases.
No, Bedminster is quite far.
Yeah,
probably knowing the crackheads, they think the discs are already in there, which is why they mention.
Probably.
Yeah.
Either that or they thought they could smoke the case.
So you can have a bit of a sympathy with them. I mean, what do you do? Do you chuck away 15 quid's worth of stock, or do you reprint the cover? But like you say, they should knock a cover off or something, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, make it cheaper and advertise it on the website. Because there's times I've literally took a trip just to sort of get an out of print Arrow one, got there, and it's got cover reprint, or it's smashed in half or something. I might buy other things, so it's not completely wasted. But yeah, with that Wild Geese that happened, I wanted to pick that up and just cover reprint.
Yeah, Outpost said, love the Wild Geese, superb cast. And Larry also said Wild Geese is a classic movie.
Yeah, so definitely one I need to get. Larry's got good
He also
taste.
said Wild Geese 2 is not as great, but enjoyable. James said, I had Indian in cupboard, was on DVD.
Yeah.
Guessing it's probably out of print by now, isn't it?
Yeah. Larry said Beavis and Butthead Do America had a US Blu-ray release.
Okay.
Yeah.
James said, just got the 3 Meet the Parents in a German pack. Thanks for offer, but I don't have anywhere to stream privately, unfortunately. Yeah, I've heard that they're doing another Meet the Parents film at some point.
I didn't even know there was a third. Was that called Meet the Babies or something?
No, yeah. It's not as good. The first two are the best ones, but I'd like to see another one because I just like the characters interacting with each other.
I think I think from memory, Ollie, I think Meet the Fockers was probably my favourite. I've not seen the third one though. The first two were really good fun.
Yeah, I think I like Meet the Fockers the best because obviously you got Dustin Hoffman and Barbara Streisand in it as well.
Yeah, that was it. The cat, the dog that is like in that toilet. It's hilarious, isn't it, man?
Yeah,
such funny scene.
Barry says my local CEX actually leaves the discs in the boxes on the shelves. Jesus, that's brave.
Yeah,
he's from a very
affluent area. Is it Notting Hill?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. If it happened in Bristol, they'd be gone.
Yeah, anywhere, any of the stores in Bristol, and they'd have no stock left within a day. It's not the type of place to leave stuff. Yeah, if you come to Bristol, don't go out at night. Be very careful. Yeah. I think that's it for the comments. What else? What's everyone else watched over the last few days? Because I know I said what I've watched, but
I watched Convoy this afternoon.
Yeah, I want to get that one.
That's on my list to watch.
Really, really good fun.
So I got Chris Christopherson in it, Roy.
Chris Christopherson.
It's Ali McGraw's one,
Yeah, I was
isn't it?
going to pick it up
Ali
in
McGraw.
CEX. It was £12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got
Yeah, it went in
Paulie
great condition, so I left it.
It's got Paulie from the Rocky films in.
Oh
He-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much just playing that same character again.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
at the
I did
minute,
want to pick it up. But...
at the minute, Tim, it's on offer on Amazon 4K.
How much?
So I can't remember what it's down to. I think it's around 20.
Yeah, I think it is 20 on 4K
Oh, not
at the
too
moment.
bad.
Yeah.
Tenner for the Blu-ray and 20
Yeah.
for the 4K on Amazon.
Yeah, like I say, it was 12 for the Blu-ray and CEX, and the case was smashed up. Right? So I've watched a few things in the last week, but I'm going to do a video tomorrow showing them. But I think maybe my watch of the week is this one. I know Marcus has seen it. Orca.
Yeah, fantastic film. Really good. Actually came out before Jaws got released, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so. 77.
Is that Peter Benchley as well?
Jaws
Obviously,
was
that one I spoke to Roy about. Walkabout, I really enjoyed.
Oh, yeah, great film.
Yeah, amazing cinematography.
Was that Orca on Blu-ray, Tim?
Yeah, it was reduced in HMV to $11.99, $10.99, I think, from 15.
Oh, right, okay. So again, I think the 4K's cheap on Amazon at the minute, so around the £20 mark. But I've seen that Orca once, so it is on my list to get back. So really good.
Yeah, I was really impressed with it. Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a real Orca in it. Obviously, some of it when he's attacking is probably mechanical or something, but they do use like a real trained Orca for a lot of the scenes, even when he's in the water with the actors and stuff. So,
yeah, it's really well done.
Yeah.
I was going to say, oh yeah. So yesterday, Ollie, I went to go and see Bram Stoker's Dracula at Tyneside Cinema. It is absolutely amazing, that film, man. It was my first time watch of last year as well.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good, man. Francis Ford Coppola that does it as well. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's excellent.
Oldman.
What's it? Sorry,
Gary Oldman one.
It is Roy.
He's great in that. Yeah.
Oh, it's really good. And Keanu Reeves with his like posh English
his
accent
accent's
as well.
terrible, isn't it?
Such a
He's trying to
charm
be
to it, yeah. Do you know what I was going to say as well, Roy? I can't believe that was also the year after Point Break as well. So Keanu Reeves was in two cracking films 2 years on the bounce.
Yeah, he's good, Keanu.
Yeah. But what else have I watched recently? Oh yeah, so I went to go and see Companion. That was very good. Rewatched Notting Hill, absolute classic. And well, yeah, Roy, going back to Rocky, I watched Rocky 2 for the first time and absolutely loved it, man.
Good, isn't it?
Really good. I obviously do prefer the original, but the second film was still, very good and kind of like it's similar line to the original. Like, we're still following that kind of the life of Rocky and the day-to-day life and work stuff and that and training, but still very enjoyable stuff. And seeing how it's kind of left off from the original. It's fantastic, man. I can't wait to get onto Rocky 3 next.
Rocky 3.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
I've heard Rocky 3 and 4, which I've heard from a lot of people is like their favourite sequels in like the Rocky film series. So I can't wait to get onto them. Definitely.
4, I'm a massive fan of number 4, but 3 is really good.
Yeah, I've heard that, Tim. And I've heard as well, Tim. What is it? Rocky 5 is actually meant to be all right. Like, I've heard he's meant to be, I've heard it's the worst of like say the Rocky film series, but I've even heard from some people though that it's actually all right. It's not bad. I think it's when Rocky takes on that big robot or something.
No.
Oh, no, not even
not
that was
as
a
bad as
pie.
people say. It's
Say
all
again,
right.
Roy.
It's not as bad as people make out. People
No.
make out like it's one of the worst films ever, but it's all right.
Yeah.
He fights a young guy in it.
Yes,
And
Tommy
ends
Gunn,
up-
isn't it?
Yeah, Tommy Gunn. It ends up being a street fight, not in a ring, but it's all right.
Yeah.
It's watchable.
Yeah. So yeah, Ollie, there'd probably be some of my watches from the past few days, I would say.
How about you, Marcus?
Well, I mentioned Mouse of Horrors earlier, so stay clear of that one. I also watched Blowout this week.
That's good. I
Oh.
like that one.
Absolutely fantastic conspiracy thriller with John Travolta and Nancy Allen in.
Yeah, that's good. I did really like that one.
That's in
Yeah.
my CX. I've got to get it.
Yeah, absolutely superb, Roy. I'll be amazed if you don't enjoy it. So
I
I'll
think
do
you
it
would
when-
love that
yeah.
one, Roy. I think
You
that'd
watch
be
it
well
go
up your
Wednesday and it's
street.
gone.
was that Roy?
You watch, I'll go Wednesday and it's gone.
Yeah,
Oh.
or it'll be a reprinted cover.
It'll be a reprinted.
Yeah, what version was it, Roy? Did they have like the 4K or was it the Arrow one?
The Arrow version. Oh, it's £12. I think it was the Arrow version.
Yeah, that'll be the regular Arrow Blu-ray.
Yeah.
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 See, Bedminster showing the Steelbook, but at least, like I said the other day, with a Steelbook, they can't really reprint the cover on that, can they?
No, that's true.
No. But it can still be dented and scratched, and yeah.
Yeah, well, when I went there the other day, I couldn't see it there at all. And I forgot to ask because I was getting other things. But yeah, I don't know if it's worth taking a trip all the way back to hope they've got it there somewhere. And like, 'cause it's £18 as well. They want for the Arrow Steelbook.
Yeah, a lot of the CXs now put the steel books behind the counter on the shelves or in like display cabinets. So,
And I've not seen the film yet, so it is one I should get.
No, same here.
and then the
Yeah,
other
it was
one
in
I watched,
CX in Bristol earlier on 4K, but they wanted £22 for the 4K.
blimey. Yeah, I mean it might be when I upgrade at some point, but yeah, really good. And the other one I watched was Paul Walker in Running Scared,
I've heard that was good.
and that's a brilliant action drama film. Really good.
Larry says Bristol sounds like my kind of town, Roy.
I've been once. I went on a.
Yeah, you said, didn't you? You went to like the harbour side or something.
That's right. Yeah, we went to
Yeah.
Ilford on one of these coach trips, and on the way back we stayed in Bristol for the afternoon, and we just went along the river there and had a bit of a boozy weekend, a boozy afternoon even in Weatherspoons and another pub. And I seem to remember a sailing ship, like one of the old with the rigging in on. Was moored
DSS
up.
Great
Oh, yeah,
Britain,
it might be the
probably,
Nelson. Oh, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. From what I saw of Bristol, it was very nice.
I'd like to go
During the
some
day.
point.
During the day.
Yeah, it depends what part you go to, doesn't it, Ollie? There's
Yeah,
some
you
parts
don't
of
wanna go-
Bristol
You don't
quite
want to
nice.
go.
Like you got
Yeah.
Clifton, but
You
yeah, if
don't
you go to
want to
St.
go to.
Paul, Easton,
Yeah,
that's
you
quite
don't want to
lovely.
go to like Knoll West or Bishopsworth or because you'll probably end up getting stabbed. But there are some nice places in Bristol.
I went. It was about a week after the cricketer got into trouble for punching somebody in one of the pubs.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
The ginger Ben Stokes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I said at the time, like, you could see why he got in trouble here because it's just pubs everywhere.
Well, look at that issue we had when they tore
especially
down the
by the
statue.
harbour.
Yeah,
They tore
Yeah.
down that statue and chucked it in the river, didn't they, during lockdown because they got bored?
I know. Yeah.
And now they've changed all of the names. So it used to be called the Colston Hall, and now they've changed it to Bristol Beacon because you're not allowed to associate it with Colston.
Well, he was a slave trader, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Colston.
But the thing is, if you think about it, without him, Bristol wouldn't be where it is. And it's history at the end of the day. It's happened. There's nothing we can do about it. I mean, you can't change history.
You have a look at a lot.
No,
of
it's in the museum now, I think, isn't it? They got it back out of the
Yeah.
river. I
Yeah.
think it's in Bristol Museum.
You look at a lot of banks. They have like carvings of the slave trade and stuff like that. Is because that's how they built banks back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have a lot
Bristol
of
was
the
one of the main points,
infrastructure.
wasn't it?
Yeah, we wouldn't have a lot of the infrastructure that we have in England if it wasn't for that time. But it was wrong. But I think we've definitely learned from our mistakes. So James says, Roy and I are doing 7 days of Clint Eastwood, I believe.
I've been watching some. I'm not doing a 7 days like you, James, but I am delving in and out. Because, like I say, I watched Convoy this afternoon, and I should be carrying on with my Dirty Harry box set at some point this week. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what James watches for his 7 days of Clint, because you can't beat him, can you?
Top actor, one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be watching The Mule and Gran Torino.
They're good.
Gran Torino's
Superb
quality.
film. Yeah.
$1 Million
James
Baby as well.
I haven't seen that one
Mystic
yet.
River is one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Mystic River's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen Ollie today? I think they're gonna do Ozzy Knows Wells the Steelbooks for say Outlaw Josie Wells,
I did
Dirty
notice,
Harry,
yeah.
and Pale Rider. I think they're gonna do the standard
ones.
editions
I
as
did
well.
see
I think with like the slip covers, so that's actually pretty good news as well.
That'd be good. Yeah. I don't know what I'll probably again wait until they're in an offer because I've got my big box set. I'd probably just wait until they're like at a 2 for 30 offer and then get them because I think
That's
there's only
fair,
3
man.
so far, isn't there? But yeah, Clint Eastwood. What else has he done that's really good?
Unforgiven.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Excellent.
A Perfect World.
That's really good.
The Deadpool. That's the last Dirty Harry one. Yeah, that's a good one.
One of my all-time favourites. Play Misty for me.
I've not seen that yet, but I've heard it's brilliant.
Yeah, I think that's getting an upgrade, isn't it?
Amazing film, really good.
Has anyone seen Tightrope? That's a great one.
I have.
I've not seen Tightrope.
Yeah, a bit like definitely Ollie. A bit like Unforgiven and Outlaw Josie Wells. That was also first time watch for me last month, and it's great. I think Tightrope is such an underrated film, to be honest.
What about Every Which Way But Loose?
Not seen them.
Yeah, I like that. Is that with the monkey when he says turn, Clyde, and he punches him?
I've
seen that before.
Oh, it's a great film. So
orangutan. Yeah, really good.
Yeah,
Beguiled. That's quite questionable.
Yeah,
is that right?
Beguiled, where he's
I've heard about that.
They remade it, didn't they? And apparently it was awful with Nicole Kidman and Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Ash is in that. Well, Ash was in the house, I think.
Well,
Ash
is drunk at work.
Should reply tomorrow. Have a great evening,
fellow Lord of Darkness.
Giz said, I still can't believe we won't have the substance on physical media until July. Yet it was released in the States by last week. They sell shed loads over here. Yeah, I definitely get that.
Yeah, and we're not getting the 4K over here either, are we?
When I first looked when it came out of the cinema, it was showing on Amazon. It was going to be released in January on Blu-ray here, and then somehow it just got put back to like July or whenever it is.
Yeah, that's probably.
I don't know what went on there. And then
I would say
maybe Mubi wanted more people to sign up to their streaming service.
Yeah, maybe it's an odd one.
Yeah, I'd probably say that's probably Roy the most delayed Mubi release on Blu-ray. I would say because normally I think Mubi Blu-ray releases come out like at least 3 months after like its cinema release. But yeah, this has probably been the most delayed, I would say, and I'm not trying to bash Mubi or anything because they're like one of my favorite boutique labels, but yeah, hopefully it won't be too long though till we get that release.
Well, you don't know what
Sorry, Roy.
You don't know what the legal ramifications behind it all is, do you? What they've signed in contracts and things like that.
Yeah,
you can really blame Mubi.
It might be because I don't know. It might be because of the awards or something. Maybe they're waiting until all the awards ceremonies are finished.
That's what I was thinking actually the other day. Yeah.
Larry said Gauntlet. I've not seen that one. Apparently, I read somewhere it was a heavy rumor, but apparently Tom Cruise is supposed to be remaking that. Be interesting. I don't know what he's doing next after Mission Impossible. I think he's got one with, is it Inarritu, who did The Revenant? I think he's doing one with him at the moment. But I don't know what else he's got planned after, because I think this will be the last Mission Impossible now.
High Plains Drifter.
What number are we on now? Like 6 or something?
Yeah, it's 8. Is it 8? Yeah, 8. 8. Yeah.
I think I stopped about 3
I've
or 4.
seen the first 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do get better. I think the best one's Fallout, though.
Yeah. The last
Well, he does all his
really
own
good.
stunts still, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's mad. He is mad. Yeah, he said, I was reading the other day, apparently the stunt in this new one almost killed him because he's basically hanging out of this, like, biplane that's flying at, what, like 100 miles an hour. And he said when you're flying, you're like in the air and hanging out of a plane at that speed, you're not getting any oxygen. And he said he passed out quite a few times. It's crazy why he puts himself through that. Look at when he broke his ankle and they kept it in the film.
Yeah, jumping off the roof, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The rooftop's a rooftop, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, what is he now? Is he early to mid 60s?
Same as Jackie Chan. Still
Yeah, I think he's 62.
Yeah.
So,
crazy, isn't it? He's still doing his own stunts at that age.
Yeah. Well, look, Jackie Chan's still, like Tim said, Jackie Chan's like not stopped. He's still doing his own stunts, and he's got to be in his 70s.
Yeah, he broke his back or something a while ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jackie Chan had a really nasty accident a while ago, and a year later he's back doing crazier stunts.
Yeah, because he's in that new Karate Kid.
Did you mention what you've watched, Ollie?
Me?
Yeah, I've not seen that.
I watched,
I don't know if you answered what you watched.
A Star Is Born, and then I watched Toy Soldiers yesterday. That was decent.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I don't know what else I've seen. No, I watched the BAFTAs last night instead of a film. I wasn't going to. I was going to watch A Star Is Born last night, but I ended up getting sucked into watching the BAFTAs, so... Yeah.
Oh, we watched Terrifier 3 last night.
Oh, gosh. I'm not brave enough to watch that.
It's all right. It's going a bit thin now. There's only so many ways a clown could chop people. But yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I think the shower scene is quite shocking, isn't it?
Yeah. Another one. They're making a 4 as well, aren't they?
Yeah, that's already been announced. Yeah.
I've not seen any of them, the Terrifier films. I need to probably watch them later in the year. And
you're in for a treat, Sammy.
Yeah, I've heard they're brilliant, mate. I'm really wanting to go and see.
They're really gory, but like I said,
go on, Tim. Sorry.
Go on, Sammy.
I'll just quickly mention.
I said they are really gory, but
go on, mate, and then I'll go on. What were you saying?
Yeah, so I think they're gory, but they're not really offensive. So I've seen some films that are gory, but in a way that's sort of like Martyrs that really sort of disturbs you. Whereas the way it's acted and he's sort of, making these faces as he's doing the killings, I thought it come across sort of gore's a bit watered down by the kind of satire and the comedy of Art the Clown, where it's all kind of like silent sort of gestures and things. So although it's gory, I don't think it hits as hard as scenes in other films, which are more serious. So yeah, because it's a bit of a slapstick kind of gore, I think people hear it's sort of more intense than it actually is. I found, yeah,
it's got that comedic element, hasn't it?
Yeah.
He's
meant to be like the most sort of, what is it, Marcus? The most popular like slasher villain going at the minute as well. Like that's on the market at the minute.
Yeah, I think he is an icon, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing was as well with that one, it wasn't really like that when obviously he started in All Hallows Eve, and then it went on to the first Terrifier movie. But it wasn't really until Terrifier 2 came out and all of the hype and all of the, the headlines in the press saying all people have had to go out partway through the cinema because they were sick and they couldn't stomach it, that everybody seems to have jumped on the hype train after that.
You actually believe that, though?
No,
People,
I
no,
don't.
it's no rubbish, is it?
There we go. Yeah. I mean, I can imagine it maybe with, with some of the snowflakes and that going in, potentially expecting something, a bit more lighter. I mean, it is pretty heavy on the gore, but as Tim says, it's, a lot of it's done in like a comedic way.
Yeah, definitely.
But say it's the first horror film you've ever seen, then it probably is going to be shocking.
Yeah. It's been interesting as well, Marcus, because I think even John and Nige said this as well. Like, if them movies came out in, like, say, the 70s or the 80s, they'd be classes, like, be banned for a long time. They'd be classes like video nasties as well, I'd imagine.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, but I really want to check out as well, Marcus. I don't know about you, but it's most likely you probably will be checking this out. But the new slasher film, is it Heart Eyes?
Yeah, very good things about that.
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything
solid.
about that at all.
Oh, have you not, mate?
No. What's that?
It's the new. Yeah, it's the new the newest slasher film that takes place on Valentine's Day.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely need to get to see that at some point. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's getting really good feedback. People saying it's the best Valentine's one since what's the one Stuart likes? I always forget the name of it.
Was it My Bloody Valentine, Tim?
Yeah, I've never seen that, but yeah, apparently it's the best Valentine's themed one since My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, the original My Bloody Valentine is superb, really good.
I've heard that is amazing. That film, man. I need to check that out.
But yeah, with it being a slasher, I hope it's better than that in a violent nature. I didn't get on with that whatsoever.
I really liked that personally, mate. Yeah, it was not for everyone, Marcus. I totally got it. It was not like everyone's cup of tea. It was very like a bit of a slow burn. But I really liked it and stuff. But I can agree possibly with you maybe on this one, Marcus. I'm not sure, but the last 20 minutes is where the film did take a little bit of a dip in quality for me.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those. I mean it's an interesting take, seeing it from the killer's viewpoint. But for me, that hour and a half they could have cut down to like a 15-minute short and just given us the kill, without watching the killer footstep by footstep going through the woods and all that sort of thing. It just bored me to tears.
Yeah,
a lot of people have said it's like a walking simulator with a few kills, but apparently there's a bit in it. The yoga kill, people are saying, is the best kill in like decades in horror. I'm not sure what happens in it, but it's like a yoga girl gets killed or something.
Yeah,
there's the kill, isn't there, Sammy, on when the person's on the edge of the cliff.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that now.
They get stabbed in the stomach and then it's pulled like out inwards again, and absolutely brutal. I mean, don't get me wrong, the kills were absolutely brilliant, but it's just what seemed like all the filler leading up to it.
Yeah, I can totally agree with you though, man, because of that ending and because like the last sort of like, oh yeah, Tim's got the Blu-ray there. Just noticed. I need to get on Blu-ray as well, Tim.
Really cheap now, probably.
Say that again, sorry, Tim.
I said you can get it really cheap now, Sammy, which probably isn't a good indictment of it.
Yeah, I need to get that. I probably would be happy to pay. Was it 8-10 quid for that? To be fair, I'd definitely pay
it's £9 in HMV.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I'll definitely try and pick that up at some point. But I was going to ask Marcus, do you think they would do potentially a sequel to that?
Wouldn't surprise me, to be fair. Like I say, it's one of those that divided opinion, didn't it? So, both yourself and Tim really enjoyed it, but I just didn't get on with it.
That's absolutely fair, man.
But equally, I've seen other people, in the community as well, saying positive things about it. So, wouldn't surprise me if they took the plunge and did a sequel.
Yeah, I think it's kind of one of them, mate, as well. Like, because it got a very mixed reception, but yet it could do a similar thing to Friday the 13th. And I love the original Friday the 13th, and the only one I've seen, which is absolute sacrilege.
Yeah, you've still got all the sequels to watch, haven't you?
Oh, mate, I've heard the class, and I can't wait to get to them. But definitely, and I think they might do a similar thing if they were to do a sequel to In a Violent Nature, where maybe there could be like a better sequel, or there might be sequels along the way that might improve in quality and stuff. So you never know with that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's one of those that, you know, they'll potentially learn the lessons and listen to the feedback from the fans, and then change that accordingly for the sequel. Maybe.
Yeah. Did you watch that one, Ollie, In a Violent Nature?
No, I don't know if that would be my type of film. I'm not into like ultra gore and violence, so I'm not sure if I'd be into like the Saw films. Like I wouldn't watch them either.
I'm with you on that one, actually, man. Yeah, I don't know if I could stomach them movies.
Yeah, I'm more like, I like the psychological horror stuff more than like that sort of stuff, like the violent stuff. I mean, I like a good slasher film, but like the Scream films and that. But yeah, I much prefer when it messes with your head.
Yeah, it's yeah, I probably would like to see more of like, say, psychological horror and stuff. That could be interesting if they did more of that like this year and stuff.
Yeah, I would say put the Conjuring films I would put under psychological horror, because it's like there's a lot of jump scares, and it's like the not knowing and the unreal and that sort of thing. It's not like relying on violence.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I still need to check those films out. Ollie, I've heard, Conjuring 1 and 2 are meant to be brilliant.
Yeah, I'd say the first two Conjuring films are the best, and then probably Annabelle Creation, then probably maybe Annabelle Comes Home, then The Nun 2, then probably the rest after that are not like the first Annabelle's not great, the third Conjuring's not great, the first Nun's not great, and the Curse of La Llorona I didn't get on with at all.
I've heard that was shocking, mate. I heard really bad things about that.
Or the first Nun, I'm getting rid of that because it's like I only had it in my collection like for completion's sake, but the second one was just such an improvement over the first, like story wise and everything.
I've not seen the second Nun yet.
Oh, it's so good. I think they go to like the center. It's like I think it's like the 60s in like Paris. It's really good.
I have to give that a watch. I didn't want the first one to be honest.
It's just I felt like in the first one the jump scares were crap and not a lot happened.
Yeah, it seemed to rely on the jump scares, and the jump scares didn't work. I thought it was really shit, to be fair. So I didn't even get on with the Nun 2 either.
No.
It was a slight improvement over the first, but it still wasn't anywhere near as good as the other ones in the Conjuring universe. So.
Yeah, they're definitely the weak
links. Right, as well, I thought.
Yeah, the Annabelle films are decent. The third one's got a lot of fun, I think.
Is that the one where the Warrens are in it for about 10 minutes?
Yeah, and it's all about the daughter.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was going to be really, really good.
The second one's quite good when they're in the orphanage.
That's the best one, yeah. That's definitely, outside of the first two Conjuring films, that's the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's, what's his name? David F. Sandberg. He did Lights Out, which I really liked as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good, Lights Out.
Yeah, and he's doing that new Until Dawn film, which is probably going to be crap, but...
Yeah, I mean, the start to that Lights Out is absolutely brilliant. I mean, that's one of those where, you know, I shut the curtains, watch it at night, stick my headphones on, ramp up the volume, and that opening scene scares me silly every time. Brilliant.
Yeah. I really liked Malignant as well. I thought that was a really good one. James
Harden. That was really good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's got a good twist in it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, those are the types of horror films.
I think the next one they're doing in the Conjuring universe is The Crooked Man. I think is the next one coming out.
Well, they got the fourth Conjuring film coming out, but yeah, I think they're supposed to be doing a Crooked Man film.
Maybe it's got the Crooked Man in it, but yeah, I heard something about Crooked Man's getting his own spin-off or something.
Yeah.
God. Oh, thank you very much. Sorry about that.
Is that a brew
What's that,
you've got
cup of tea,
there?
Roy?
Here's a brew.
Hey.
I've got a cup of tea on the cheek. How about that?
Is it
So
Yorkshire tea?
it's only me and the cat tonight, and I haven't trained her yet to make me a cuppa. So
Don't you? You need to get. You let Lewis go out before making you a flask.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Harry has said Bronco Billy, and I think he means the Eiger Sanction are two good Clint Eastwood films. I've not seen either of them. I think, well, they're in my set, but I've not seen them.
Yeah, Eiger Sanction's really. I haven't seen Bronco Billy, but Eiger Sanction's really good.
Because I've seen the front cover. Is it something to do with skiing or snow or something?
Mountain climbing.
That's it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You need a good head for heights, a bit like with Everest.
Oh yeah, that's a good film, especially on 4K. Have you seen the 4K of Everest? That's great.
I've got
the 4K, but not watched it in 4K yet.
Oh, the 4K of Everest. Oh yeah, that's reference quality. That's a gorgeous looking 4K. Yeah.
I'll have to get that stuck on.
Yeah, because I watched it the first time when it first came out, and I've not seen it since. So I put it on last year, and it's just so clear, and the sound is just get your sound system on.
I like Marcus. I've started watching with headphones now because
it makes a big difference. It really immerses you into the film.
It does. Because I had such trouble like hearing the dialogue on films. I'd always have subtitles on the TV, but since I've discovered headphones, I can hear every single word now. It's changed my life.
Yeah, certainly a different experience for horror films as well. Yeah. So those jump scares really take effect. So
they get you, don't they?
Yeah.
Mike said Tightrope is Clint at his most sleazy. Definitely, yeah, he's very sleazy in that.
I don't know whether I've got a copy of that. I've got a box set, but I'm not sure if that's
it's excellent. It basically plays a cop in New Orleans, and basically all these prostitutes are getting murdered, and he's got to basically try and stop. But Sam, if I remember rightly, they think is someone in the police force.
I think so.
If I remember rightly,
yeah, and obviously he's like the main detective, and he's got to try and track down like the killings and stuff. And it's kind of I'm not saying it's a better movie than Seven, but it's kind of
similar,
done that similar line in it, just following like from like the what do you call it, the crime scene to crime scene and stuff. And then I really liked the what is it, Ollie, the side story with his family and stuff. Like I think it was his son and daughter. I loved that side story in the film as well.
Yeah, but he's really, because doesn't he sleep with one of the attempted victims?
I think he does, doesn't he? That's ringing a bell.
He's really sleazy, yeah.
Yeah, but Roy, I think you would really like that one. That is a very good film. I need to get that on Blu-ray as well, to be fair.
Yeah. I'll stick it on my list now while I think about it.
I'm pretty sure it's the same director as Dirty Harry as well.
Don Siegel, was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Don Siegel, yeah.
Yeah. I need to watch Dirty Harry again, though, Ollie, because the last time I watched that was getting on 10 years ago now. So this has been a bit of a recurring theme with me, like, trying to watch films for the first time in like a decade.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Right, that's on my list now.
I've not seen the sequels either to Dirty Harry. Only seen the first one.
Roy can attest they're pretty decent. Well, I think you've got 2 to go, haven't you, Roy?
Yes, there's 5 altogether, isn't there? Yeah, I've watched the first 3. Yeah, really, really good. So far, Dirty Harry's the best, but the 2 after it, really wonderful films.
Yeah,
such a great character as well. He doesn't give a crap, does he?
I know. Yeah. Was it the because we were talking in the last one? Couldn't remember. Was it the second film where he says the line? Is it the punk line he says in the second one?
No, he hasn't said it yet.
He's not said it.
He's not said that yet.
Which one was it then?
It's given it the first one was that, do you feel lucky?
Yeah, you feel lucky, yeah.
But he hasn't said, go ahead, punk, make my day yet.
Yeah, I don't know which one that is.
Yeah, because you said it's in the second one.
I always thought that was Dirty Harry.
No, it's not. Everybody thinks that.
I thought it was in Magnum Force.
It's not. No.
Yeah, I
must
think
be
it's Magnum
a-
Force.
If it is, I nodded off at that bit, but I don't think so.
No, because I thought it was right at the start of one of them. So if it wasn't Magnum Force, then it must be. Is Sudden Impact's the next one you've got, isn't it?
Yeah, I watched that. Oh no,
Oh,
what's the
you've seen it?
Enforcer?
Yeah,
Yeah, Sudden Impact's the next one, I think.
yeah, and then it's the Deadpool. I quite like the Deadpool because of the because it's kind of like more of a whodunit, and you've got all like really early performances from like Liam Neeson, Jim Carrey, Patricia Clarkson. Some
Oh,
really
right.
great, like
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
really good.
That's really
Yeah.
good cast to that, man.
I didn't know
Yeah, I
Jim
think-
Carrey was in.
Yeah, he plays like really out there, really different. But it was before his like he got off on his comedy stuff, so it's like quite dark his character.
Oh, I look forward to that one then.
Yeah. Jody said, Tim, you mentioned Sinister in your video today. That's a great one. Few too many jump scares, but very good. Really creepy music and atmosphere.
Yeah. The when they're watching the kind of videos, the soundtrack that plays in the background really gets under my skin. And then without spoiling it, there's a bit I think I mentioned in my top 10 jump scares with the lawnmower is all I'm going to say. If anyone's seen it, they'll probably know. Sinister 2 is awful, though. I wouldn't watch that, Jodie, if you haven't seen it yet. Or at least I thought it was bad. But yeah, Sinister 1, one of my favourite modern horrors.
I've watched it
Yeah, I
years
want to
ago.
watch that.
Who's
Yeah.
It's Ethan Hawke, isn't it?
So sorry?
is someone, who's the main actor in Sinister? It's somebody quite famous, isn't it?
Ethan Hawke, isn't
Ethan
it?
Hawke. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke. Directed
Yeah,
by
it was
Scott
in Black
Derrickson
Phone,
that
wasn't
does the Black Phone, like, which I
Yeah.
thought was
Oh,
really
yeah.
good as well. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, they're bringing a second one out, aren't they, Tim, this year?
But yeah, it's Sinister, one of the best. Was that sorry, Marcus?
No, they're bringing Black Phone 2 out later this year, aren't they?
Oh right. Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this year or early next year. I'm sure they're doing a
I
second
think
one.
I think it's early October.
Yeah.
Oh nice.
I've not seen the first one. I think the first
Oh,
one's
the
pretty
first
good.
one's great. Ethan Hawke's great in it as well. It's really just like creepy, disturbing.
And,
But I don't
and
know
really
the way it
creepy,
ended. With the way it ended, I have no idea how he's coming back in the second one. But I have to wait and see.
Is that the
Let's
film
say do
where
a prequel or something to it.
Is that the film where they're
Yeah.
both booked into the same bed and breakfast?
Black Phone, no, it's
No,
it's
without sort of
someone's
spoiling
house,
it. It's
isn't
a
it?
kind of guy that like kidnaps children in his like
Yeah.
cellar.
Yeah.
So what's that film? There's a guy books into a bed and breakfast, and when he gets there, there's already a girl there, and it's been double booked, and then it turns into a horror.
Yeah. Isn't that like it's an Airbnb one, isn't it?
Vacancy?
Yeah.
No, Vacancy's
yeah,
an
no,
older
one called
one.
Vacancy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's only
right,
like-
I'm not sure then.
But there was one that
Oh,
was
right.
an Airbnb one that came out a year or two ago, which I haven't seen yet. But it sounds like the one that Roy's describing there.
Oh, is that the rental?
Possibly, I'm not too sure.
Is it the one with Dan Stevens in that? Was it is it Alison Brie as well? One that's married to Dave Franco. I think so. It came out like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing a trailer for it, but I kind of forgot about it. But yeah, it did look interesting.
And they ended up going down the basement, and there was some guy who'd been down the basement for years or something.
Oh, right. No, I've not seen that.
No.
Giz has asked, have you got any hobnobs with your tea, Roy?
Oh, I've spent all my money on movies, can't afford them. I have to have plain digestives.
Yeah.
Well, Nathan
I
said
always-
he's got some rich teas if you want them.
Hello, Nathan.
And Katie said they're chocolate ones.
Oh, go on, I'll have a rich tea.
Hey, digestive golds here, Roy.
Oh no, yeah.
I do love them as well. Marcus does digestive gold biscuits.
They're nice, aren't they? Yeah.
Oh, excellent! I tell you what else I absolutely love. And what is it? They're probably my favourite biscuits in the world. Probably the Crunch Creams, Fox Crunch Creams. They're probably my favourite biscuits ever.
Pretty Moorish they are.
Oh, here we go, gentlemen. Is the heir to the movie collection.
The composer of your soundtrack.
The composer of my soundtrack.
Early editor until you took on the
Early
role.
editor. An all-round
thumbnail designer, Roy.
I do the thumbnails, yeah.
Yeah.
How many do you want?
A couple will do.
Anybody else wants them?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll have a coffee if you're making one as well.
I'm not bloody doing that. Jesus.
Might be a bit cold by the time we get to beer, though.
Well, yeah.
We should do a video like you and Lewis, shouldn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Marcus, how is Leeds getting on, by the way?
I'm not talking about it, Sammy.
Oh.
Never mind.
Just coming up to the hour mark, we're losing 1-0.
Oh, bugger. No.
But still half an hour to go, so fingers crossed.
Hopefully, matey, hopefully.
Jodie said Born Jump Scare and Sinister is excellent.
Guessing she's on about the lawnmower one. That's what I thought was the best. One of the best jump scares I've ever seen.
Giz said, go ahead, make my day is Sudden Impact. There you go, Roy. So you've got that to look forward to in the next one.
Thanks, Giz. You've got that for us. Nice one.
And then Mike's gone on and asked where he says it, and Giz says when he goes in for his coffee and she puts his sugar in it while yeah, I remember it. And I'm sure a car goes through the front. It's right at the start from what I remember.
That's the enforcer when the car goes into a shop.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
I can't remember them.
He goes in as a hostage negotiator.
That's it.
And they
yeah,
they get him on the floor at gunpoint, and they tell him they want a car.
Yeah.
So he goes out and gets in the car and drives it through the shop. They want a car. You get a car.
It's gone now.
He's gone now. That was his 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah. I got another question. This will be right up your street, Roy. What's your favourite film noirs?
Oh.
I'm gonna go for The Big Sleep, Chinatown, and LA Confidential as my top 3.
Let me get one. If I can find it.
Anyone seen Night of the Hunter with Robert Mitchum?
No, I've heard that.
I want to see that. Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
Don't know if it's had a 4K. I've still got the DVD.
Yeah,
but...
I think Stuart picked up the 4K not that long ago.
Oh, nice.
I think it's Criterion. Or maybe it's Kino. I don't know. I can't remember. But it's definitely got Stuart's definitely got the 4K.
Too Late for Tears, Double Indemnity, Sunset Boulevard that Sammy went and watched the other day.
I really enjoyed that, by the way, Roy.
Yeah, that's a great film, Sunset.
That was really good, by the way, Ollie. Really enjoyed that.
In a Lonely Place, Gun Crazy. So many. If you go on YouTube and just type film noir, there's hundreds and hundreds you can watch for free.
Yeah, I remember you said. Yeah, I've not seen that many. I have to watch more of them.
Trying to think what
would you class Casablanca as a film noir?
No, not really.
Not really, no.
More of a thriller stroke romance, I'd say.
Yeah.
What would you class as? This might sound like a bit of a daft question, this, Roy, but like, what would you say classes? Like, what does actually class as a film noir?
Well, they're based from like pulpy crime novels that were popular just after the war.
Okay.
Because after the war, like people didn't have much to do and that, so these books, a bit like Western storybooks, were in abundance. So yeah, just like a pulpy crime, atmospheric type thing.
So just a few of, like, say, Alfred Hitchcock films would class as a noir then? Would
Yeah,
any?
a couple of it's noirish, I'd
So would
say.
you? Sorry, Roy.
The one where he goes, I'm blanking on the title now. Where his uncle comes to stay, the girl's uncle comes to stay, and he's a murderer. Oh God, I'm blanking on the title of it.
Is the stream froze, or is it just my side?
Mine's okay.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah,
fine.
mine's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, mine's completely frozen, so mine still says streaming for 1 hour 53 and 17 seconds.
Oh dear.
Oh, we can still hear you, Marcus.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I can still hear you. It's just the video's completely frozen.
If you want, Marcus, if it might make it a bit better for you, you could try like leave the stream in it and then re-enter, and that might come back on again.
Yeah, will do. I'll be back in a second, guys.
No worries, buddy.
Right.
Yeah, no
All right.
worries.
Yeah, I'd say this one, Shadow of a Doubt. I'd say that's probably his closest to Noir.
I think. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I've got that.
seen that one.
Is that in set 2?
That's in this masterpiece collection.
I got the big.
Yeah, I've got that one.
I got the big 4K sets, but I'm not sure if it's in set 2 or not.
Yeah, I think it might be actually. I've only got the first one.
Yeah, need to watch that one.
Sorted.
Yeah, it's a good film. Yeah, this
Yeah.
girl's uncle comes to stay with them, and he's been murdering women and that, and then she finds out about it, so she's on his hit list. Yeah, really, really, really good one.
Would you class what is it, Roy? Rear Window as a noir?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
More of a thriller, isn't it?
Yeah, more of a thriller, I'd say, murder mystery type thing.
Usually, a noir has like a femme fatale in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So, like the Big Sleep, it would be Lauren Bacall's character.
and a lot of it filmed at night, and it's rain,
Yeah.
and you know, so that atmosphere. It's a bit difficult to explain.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Was what is it, Roy? Was Blade Runner classed as a noir?
I think they call that a sort of a neo noir.
Yeah.
If we're
modern-
going by noir, mate, then I definitely would pick that then, because that
Yeah.
is a stunning film.
Oh, it's. I think it's possibly my favourite ever film.
Oh, I absolutely love it, Roy. It's top 20 film for that, me. Definitely.
It's one that I watch at least once a year.
Yeah. So I think then on top of my head, I probably would go Blade Runner then, definitely.
The Woman in the Window, didn't you watch that?
Oh God, that's fantastic. Yeah, I'll give that
that's
a
alright.
bit of an honourable mention then. That's absolutely brilliant.
The Third Man, films like that.
I've not seen that.
That's a great film. I recommend that to anybody. Third Man.
I need to see the first two yet. See what I did there.
Bum.
Marcus got one. Did you say any, Marcus?
I haven't really got any, to be fair. I've just been having a look there, and it's all stuff that isn't really my genre of film to watch. I know there's some Alfred Hitchcock ones that it mentions could potentially, but it's the one that's mentioned on there is Strangers on a Train, which I haven't seen as yet.
I need to check that
brilliant.
out, Marcus. Yeah.
That's top tier Hitchcock.
Yeah.
It could
Would you
well
class, what are you going to say? Sorry, Marcus.
No, I was going to say it's one that I haven't seen before, but I think it is in the Hitchcock box set that I've got to the side of me.
Yeah. I was going to say as well, Roy, would you class... I don't know if you'd class this one, but would Vertigo be classed as a noir?
Actually, that's a good shout because she is kind of a femme fatale,
Yeah.
isn't she?
Yeah, I'd say yeah, perhaps possibly you could.
Right. Well,
Well, that
Vertigo would definitely be up there
Yeah.
for me, man. That is an amazing film, that.
And a great looking 4K.
Oh, I've heard the 4K of that, man. I haven't got the 4K, but I've heard it is one of the best 4K transfers ever, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
She's
I need
still
to
alive,
get that.
isn't she? She must be really old.
I think she's still alive, isn't she?
Yeah, Kim Novak, yeah. And the one in North by Northwest. What's her name? She's still alive.
Eva Marie
Saint. That's it.
Saint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Must be really old though.
Kim Nova. Let's have a look.
She's got to be in her mid-90s. I think Eva Marie Saint's like 100 or something.
Novak was born in 33.
Oh, okay. Well, and Eva Marie Saint, I'm guessing, was probably the 20s, I would say.
And she was born in 24, so she'll be 101 in July if she makes it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in On the Waterfront as well. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That's
I've
a
not
good
seen
film.
that yet, no.
I really enjoyed that, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because North by North... Because it's North by Northwest, that's obviously Cary Grant, Eva Marie... Is it James Mason as well?
James Mason's in that as well, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's probably my favourite Hitchcock film.
Yeah.
I've not seen it yet. Need to check that out.
I think Rear Window is my favourite.
I do like Rear Window, yeah.
That would be my favourite Hitchcock film as well, Tim. Then probably Vertigo for me, definitely.
That's my favourite Jimmy Stewart. You know, when he's a bit on edge and a bit maniacal.
Yeah.
Brilliant in that he is.
Oh, it's incredible. It's just one of the most mind-bending sort of, brilliantly written sort of films out there. It's just absolutely incredible, Roy. When I first watched it, I was just glued to the screen and thinking, wow, this is one of the best films out there. Brilliant.
I think all of the films in the first volume of the Hitchcock set are just perfect films. Because it's Psycho, The Birds, Vertigo, Rear Window.
Rope.
That's really good as well, Tim.
I've not seen that one, no.
I do like The Birds, but it's way down my list of Hitchcocks, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it at the top. It's all right, but it's not his best. Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Roy, have you seen one called Under Capricorn?
I haven't seen that one, no.
No, that's one I haven't watched it yet, but it's one that I picked up in a local CX as it was a Hitchcock one. But it's down as a period drama, costume drama film. So it sounds as though it's set in the 1800s or something. So really obscure, and reading the back of the box, it's not inspired me to give it a watch as yet. It just doesn't sound like your typical Hitchcock.
And that box set's just come out, hasn't it? I think it's the first dozen or so of his films.
Oh, I want to get that some point.
Yeah. All his silent stuff up to his...
Stuart's got that.
Yeah.
Tim?
I said I think Stuart's got that, hasn't he?
I think he did get that.
Yeah.
And there's one film, Roy. Was this his first ever sound film or something? Was it The Lodger? I need to check that out.
No, The Lodger's a silent film.
Oh, was it? All right, yeah. I need to check that out.
Very, very, very good.
I've heard it's brilliant because that was on the network label, wasn't it? That one.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this set's about 120 quid, but I'll have to save me pennies or save me CEX vouchers.
Yeah. Is this one right?
Yeah, I recognise the cover. I haven't got a copy and I've not seen it.
Yeah, it says it's a costume drama in 1831 Sydney, Australia.
All right.
So, but yeah, sounds all kinds of, different compared to all the other Hitchcock stuff I've seen so far.
Yeah, it's unusual because I don't recall another Hitchcock film that wasn't contemporary for its time sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I certainly can't think of any more.
Oh, well, maybe I'll stick it on the pile to watch this week as a one-off and report back next week.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what you think.
Yeah.
One other Hitchcock film I would love to see as well is it Notorious?
Notorious, yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, that's very good.
I remember it being very good.
And the original Rebecca as well.
Yeah. The remake was awful, wasn't it?
I've heard that was terrible, mate. I heard it was pants, Yeah,
but so many. Look at his filmography; it's just great film after great film.
How many films did he actually do?
Oh, I bet it's 50 at least, I should think.
Yeah.
And he actually makes lots of cameos in them himself as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, in pretty much every single one.
Yeah, it's kind of like a thing when I'm watching them now. I'm looking out to see if I can see whereabouts he is in it.
In Frenzy, he's
Barbarian, gently saying.
Yeah, Barbarian.
That is on Disney Plus, I think, if anyone wants to watch it.
Jodie. That was annoying me. But Barbarian, yeah, that was a good film.
Yeah, because the film Companion, I think, is it the same
Zach
director?
Cregger.
Or is it Ollie, the same director or the same makers, isn't it, of that film?
I think he produced Companion, but he directed Barbarian, and he's directed a new one called Weapons, which has got Josh Brolin in, which is being described as a horror in the vein of Magnolia, and that's out in January next year. So.
Which one's that, Tim?
That was
Outpost. I think that might be the same, or he produced it. I think he's got something to do with.
What is it? What's that one? Sorry, Tim.
Outpost. It's called.
I've heard of that one.
Julius Avery. Is that the name of him?
Julius Avery. Yeah, he did that Samaritan with Sylvester Stallone.
I did Barbarian.
At least it began with a B. That's why I was getting mixed up with Black Phone.
Yeah.
That's my excuse anyway.
He said, worked my way through all the Psycho films recently and thought Anthony Perkins' performance was amazing considering there is a 22-year gap between Psycho and Psycho 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love Psycho 2.
Oh, Psycho 2 for me, Ollie. Excuse me. Psycho 2 for me is, whilst I think the original Psycho is the better movie, I don't know. I think you agreed on this as well, I think, Tim. Psycho 2, I personally do prefer. I think it's my favourite one of the Psycho film series.
I think it's a better performance by Anthony Perkins. It's more, because you see him at work and stuff, don't you? It's kind of a bit more in depth. Like, yeah. They're all quite good, to be fair. 3's quite good, and 4 is good for like a made-for-TV film. But yeah, I think as far as what do you call it? Franchises go, I think it's one of the most consistent. All 4 films are watchable.
Yeah, definitely, man. And even Psycho 4 got a lot of shit, but I really liked Psycho 4. I thought it was a very solid prequel, that.
Yeah, I was amazed how much I enjoyed 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Having heard so many bad things about them for so many years, and I picked up that Arrow box set and gave a watch, and I really enjoyed both of them.
Yes, Psycho 3 is very good.
Yeah, it's directed by Perkins in it, number 3.
I think it is, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think he definitely directed one of them, I think, because the second one was, what was it? Richard Franklin who directed.
Yeah.
Was it Road Games and Patrick, I think it was.
Yeah, directed by Anthony Perkins, number 3, yeah.
Yeah.
4 was sort of a prequel, wasn't it?
It was. The guy,
the beginning.
Yeah.
Directed by Mick Garris.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he did quite a few horror films.
Yeah, the guy, the DJ in the 4th one, the prequel, Roy, that DJ so reminded me of Anthony Hopkins. He looks a lot like him.
I'll have to stick it on and have a look.
Anyone seen the series? Was it something? I can't remember the name of Hotel. Yeah, is that good?
I've
seen the first season. It was very good.
I've heard it, but I've never watched it.
So I didn't carry on with it. I don't know, but yeah, but first season I've watched and very good.
Yeah, I've heard it's brilliant.
It's
isn't it the chap from Good Doctor in it?
Yeah, Freddie Highmore.
Yeah. So I haven't seen it, but it is on my list to watch.
And it's Vera Farmiga, isn't it?
Yeah, she's good.
Oh yeah, from The Orphan and the Conjuring films. Yeah.
Changing the subject, what is the first film that you all remember buying yourself in your collection?
Ooh. Oh.
Bloody hell. Well, I went from 0 to 1,500 in 12 months. So
Jesus.
I can't remember for the life of me what the very first one I got back was again. So probably knowing me, it would have been one of the versions of Jewel that I've got.
What's the first one when you were young? Like first you ever bought, Marcus?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're going back to the early days, it would have probably been, I don't know. Probably Zombie Flesh Eaters would have been one of the earliest ones when that got a video release. For the first time, I remember going into Woolworths as it was then and buying it on VHS for the first time. So that's probably one of my earliest memories of buying something on physical media that was horror related.
That is a tough question. Sorry, Ollie, really good question. But I'm just thinking, I think possibly Blu-ray, I think it was Despicable Me or Juno. DVD, it was it was probably the SpongeBob movie for DVD.
I got it.
I still love that movie now, mate. I think it's class. Really good fun.
First Blu-ray I bought was definitely Predator, but I can't remember on DVD.
Yeah,
that was probably 20 years ago. VHS,
DVD,
we used to just get them for Christmas presents, so I can't remember on that either. But
yeah, DVD for me, I clearly remember because I brought the DVD player at the same time, and I think the DVD player was £800, something like that.
Wow.
And the first DVD I brought, $24.99, and it was Armageddon.
Oh yeah, with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
So,
but
now it's 10 for £1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and for me, it wasn't that good a film either. So,
Yeah.
£24.99 down the Swanee and £800 for the DVD player. Crazy times.
It's funny that though, isn't it, Mark? Because when you see some of those DVDs, I say in like your local like charity shops, and same with me when I see some of these DVDs in the local charity shop, and just once upon a time ago when we played like say full price, a tenner, and then we see them in like a free for £1 section. It's kind of it's incredible how times changed there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, really, how little value people put on DVDs these days. Like you say, you can quite easily go into a local charity shop and pick up 10 for £1, and to think you're paying 10 pence for a DVD is just ridiculous. But equally, my mate last week dropped off nearly 1,000 DVDs to me that he just doesn't want anymore. He's just digital only. So I'm slowly working my way through all of those, and he put no value on them whatsoever. So
yeah,
it's to our benefit, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the DVD at the minute I want to get that's kind of the most in price would probably be because it's never got the Blu-ray release. Ken Russell's The Devils.
Oh, I've got that. Yeah,
I think
didn't know it was that much.
Yeah, I heard it's meant to be an amazing film, Tim. But I looked at
quite controversial.
Yeah, I looked at say like the likes of eBay and HMV, and it goes for about double digits, I think.
Oh,
like £10-15 or something. Be good to try and
the
get that
BFI
one
version.
sometime.
That one, Sammy.
It is, mate. I've been wanting to check that out for so long. That film.
I think it's 2-disc one, but yeah, I didn't know it's worth that much.
Have you seen that film, Roy? The Devils?
No, I've not seen it.
I've not.
No.
It's got Oliver Reed, Vanessa Redgrave in it.
Yeah, I've heard it's brilliant. I need to check out that film after the last Ken Russell film I watched. Was it called Gothic, which I thought was absolutely shocking.
Yeah, not the great things about that. Altered States is good.
Oh, that's another one I need to check out, Tim. Yeah, I've heard that's pretty good.
That's out of print as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on for the comeback, Roy. 1-1.
Oh, well done. Well done, Marcus.
Yeah,
I've got it on the screen behind me.
10 minutes to go.
There's Altered States.
Yeah, I need to get that at some point.
Yeah, I think that must be out of print.
What, the Blu-ray as well, Tim?
What's that, Sammy?
The Blu-ray for Altered States, is that out of print as well?
I didn't even know there was a Blu-ray, so maybe the DVD and out of print if there's a Blu-ray.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. But...
I'm pretty sure that one got a Blu-ray release as well, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely one I need to check out for sure.
Yeah, I would say for me, my first DVDs were probably the Mummy films.
Okay.
Yeah, I can vividly remember buying them in HMV. And then my first Blu-ray that I remember buying, which was during the pandemic, during the first lockdown. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that?
Bit of glare, but...
Sleepers.
Yeah, Sleepers. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's a really good film. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but
Kevin Bacon is evil in that.
What was that? Sorry.
I said Kevin. That's one of the best roles of Kevin Bacon. He's really evil, isn't he, in Sleepers?
Yeah, yeah. What did you say as well, Marcus?
No, I was just saying I haven't seen that one yet, but it's one that I picked up recently in a charity shop on DVD, so it is on the shelf behind me to watch.
Yeah, it's a good film.
Yeah, it's quite a hard watch, but it's really good. Really good acting in it as well.
Yeah, really dark.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check that out for so long now, man. It's meant to be brilliant. That and one that came out similar time as well. Ollie, is it A Bronx Tale? I've heard that is amazing.
Yeah, I've
that
heard
film.
that's good. Yeah, that's out of print now as well. I want to get that, but I think that's long out of print.
Yeah, that's definitely well overdue of a Blu-ray reissue. That is.
Yeah. Giz said first one was The Running Man on VHS from Britannia Video Club. Remember them? Used to get a little catalogue every month.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I used to be with them. They did like the opening offer, didn't they? Where you used to be able to get so many, a ridiculously cheap price, and then they'd send you the catalogue every month, and you had to choose one out of it.
Didn't they have the catalogue in the Sunday papers as well sometimes?
Oh, I can't remember. I just remember it was something that used to come through the post on a monthly magazine.
Yeah.
Larry said,
What about you, Roy? What was the first one you bought?
The first one I bought, I can't remember DVD, but Blu-ray, I remember. You remember on TV there used to be a thing called The Gadget Show?
Yeah, I used to watch that.
Well, me and
with that
Nathan,
Jason gone.
yeah, Nathan and I used to watch it when he was a little boy, and they did a live show in the NEC Birmingham. So we went over to that, and they had in the exhibition hall they had all stalls and that, and the computer game shop, they had a stall, and they were selling second-hand Blu-rays, and I bought Run Fat Boy Run, and I think it's $3.99.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I've got that.
So that was the first one I
like that
bought.
film.
And I've still got it on my shelves out there. It's one I'd never get rid of it just because it was my first one. And I got it from when we had this day out. Yeah, a great day out.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only seen it once. It's in my rewatch pile, but I definitely remember thinking it was really funny.
It's Simon Pegg is always good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bandy Newton, is she called?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a really good film. I like that.
Yeah. Well, I suppose about now we should probably set homework again for each other. As you're the guest, Marcus, it's optional whether you want to take part in having homework or not.
Okay, well, it depends what the homework is. So you let me know what the homework is, and I'll let you know.
We've got to think of something for each other. I don't know.
What's Joker 2? If I've got to watch it, then someone else has got to bite the bullet as well.
That should be a punishment because you didn't do it last week, so that should now be a punishment.
Yeah, I've got time to watch it now for the week.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be more a musical, isn't it? Joker 2.
It is, Marcus. Yeah.
That's going to be a painful watch, that is.
Like I said, my favourite musical is a South Park movie.
Yeah,
good choice, mate. I love that.
Yeah, they couldn't get away with that nowadays.
No. I'll tell you what, though, Ollie, on subject of that, I definitely need to get, what is it, Team America in the 2 for
I've
30
not seen that
deal.
one yet. I
Okay.
need to watch it.
Yeah,
Brilliant film, that, man.
Yeah. But talking of films that they can't, that they wouldn't get away with now, I've just recently picked up that Rita, Sue and Bob 2.
I love
right.
that film, mate.
Yeah,
really good.
Never seen it, but I've heard all sorts of things
good.
about it, so that's on my list to watch this week.
It would not get made now, man. It was filmed not too far from me as well, Bradford, which is not too far from Halifax as well. But
Yeah.
it's a really good film, man. But definitely a product of its time for sure.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to checking it out.
Yeah, great soundtrack as well, Marcus.
Yeah.
In that film.
Yeah, what's that famous song from it, Sammy? There's a song in there about
he wants
a
me to sing
freestyle
now.
or something.
Okay, then Tim. There's Rita and Sue, and Bob too. There's that main song, but there's the other one where they're like dancing and stuff. It's very good though. Have you seen that, Tim? Rita, Sue, and Bob
Yeah,
2?
years ago. I think when you showed it, or someone spoke about it, I swear Stuart or someone said they played that song at his school disco or something.
Yeah.
Which is quite inappropriate.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's got some really comical moments as well, Marcus.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very funny at times, but obviously a lot of the stuff in that film as well, they wouldn't get away with now, of course.
Yeah, which puts it up a bit in my book, so definitely looking forward to checking it out. So.
Oh, it's very good though, man. I got the BFI Blu-ray edition of that. I'm a sucker for British cinemas, though, mate. Especially like that takes place in like Northern England as well. I'm all over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say for you, Sam, then your homework is going to be to either watch Aliens or watch Sleepers.
Oh, thanks, mate. I'm happy with that.
It's not punishment. That's something good.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
What, have you got Sleepers, Sammy?
I have, mate, because I've never seen Aliens or Sleepers.
Well, you only watched Silence of the Lambs for the first time late last year, wasn't it?
I did, yeah. There was actually like some big hitters I watched for the first time last year, like Silence of the Lambs, and then the original The Dead trilogy, and and then Bram Stoker's Dracula. So yeah, there's still some classics I need to get onto for the first time. Lol.
The Apartment.
The Apartment as well, mate.
I've not really given anything away as to big films that I've not watched last week. Cause last week it was like Star Wars, but now this week I've not really.
The Godfather, Ollie.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Because
I'll go with that then.
Last week. Yeah, and I have pulled that out to kind of push myself to watch it. So yeah,
I'll watch all three. It's going to take you about 11 hours, I think.
Yeah, I'll go for the first two because those are supposed to be the best ones. So hopefully this time next Monday I'll have seen the first two.
Well, probably for Roy, then it'll have to be part 2.
I will. I want to watch the first one again.
Yeah, I get that, mate. Definitely.
So I could have the first one this week and then 2 next week.
I'm definitely up for rewatching the second one because I just watched the first one last month, Roy, at Tyneside, and the second one, for me personally, I do prefer the second one, but the first film is a 10 out of 10 as well, man. They're just both perfection, them films.
So I'll watch the first one this week, then the second one the week after.
Yeah, really sound like I'm in a treat with hey, Roy, this is a bit of a thing we've got in common. So you're going for one of the greatest sequels ever, and for myself, I'm going to be watching one of the greatest sequels ever.
And so am I in Joker too.
Yeah, Tim's
yeah.
That's right, Tim.
According to Stuart.
Yeah, I think it's dead weird you haven't seen Aliens, but it's probably just as weird that I haven't seen Godfather 2.
I don't know why I've never seen that film, man. I mean, this is going to sound like a bit of a funny thing to say. I've seen Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1 and 2 before Aliens. You know, it's just bonkers. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving Aliens a watch. It's probably going to be. It could end up being my favourite James Cameron film. Who knows?
We've all got them films we haven't seen, though, haven't we?
Yeah.
I've seen Ollie's watch pile.
Yes.
Thing is, Ollie and Sam are young, aren't they? So, you know, if Ollie said he's only been collecting Blu-rays, what, 5 years since COVID?
Yeah.
Whereas I've been collecting films for 20 odd years, isn't it?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I'm still, I'm fairly late to the party with the Blu-ray collection as well. I fully started collecting back in 2021 with Blu-ray. I just stuck with DVD for the longest time, and I don't buy as many DVDs as I used to, but the ones that I do want to get, like, that are only like DVD only, but you can't easily get on Blu-ray. Of course I'd settle for the DVD, definitely.
Yeah, I would say, Marcus, for your homework, watch at least one of the Hitchcock films that you've not seen before.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, maybe watch that Capricorn.
Yeah, well, I was going to suggest there's 3 films that I'm guessing a lot of people, including you guys, would say were all-time classics that I have never seen before. I've got all 3 here to watch. So if you wanted to choose one of those, there is Breakfast Club.
I love that film.
Stand By Me.
Oh my god, yeah, love it.
And the Green Mile. I have never seen any of those. So if
Green
you want to
Mile.
pick one of those,
watch all 3.
I'd say the Green Mile out of those 3 is my favourite out of those 3. That's a fantastic film. Long, but it's
Green
well
Mile
worth
is
it.
the longest, though.
Yeah, well worth it though. I don't really connect with the Breakfast Club.
Oh, I love it.
It might be because of my age and because of when it came out.
I get that.
Yeah, because it was what, 87?
What was that, Mark?
It was 1987, I think, wasn't it? Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I think it was
Something
either
like that,
was it 86 or 87 or even 85? That one, something along those lines, definitely.
Yeah. So which one of those 3 do you want me to watch?
85.
Yeah.
I would say the Green Mile, but all 3 are like big.
Yeah, I
classics.
think I sent you a DVD of Green Mile, wasn't it, Marcus?
You what, Tim?
I said I think I sent you the DVD of Green Mile.
Yes, yeah, you did. Yeah, yeah, that's the one I've got here. So, yeah, I'll watch Green Mile and I'll give that Under Capricorn Alfred Hitchcock costume drama a watch and report back as well.
Yeah. But I will say to you, Marcus, you are in for a treat with all 3 of them movies, whichever one you pick. It sounds like the Green Mile's the one you're going to go for, which I absolutely love. It's a 10 out of 10 film for me. And then, Stand By Me is another 10 out of 10. And I love Breakfast Club as well. They're all home runs right there.
Yeah. No problem. Green Mile it is then for this week.
That's great. I love that film so much.
Yeah, I think that's solid homework for all of us. I think that's, and the only punishment is for Tim because he's you may enjoy it. You may enjoy Joker 2. I mean, I was shocked when Stuart said that he enjoyed it, and then Roy watched it and he enjoyed it, and I thought, what on earth is going on?
Have you seen Joker 2, Roy?
No, I've not watched it yet.
Oh, who was it? Who was it? Oh,
well done, Marcus.
94th minute winner.
Oh wow, well done, mate.
Sorry, I do apologise for interrupting.
Who else in the group said they watched Joker 2? I thought it was you, Roy.
No, I've picked it up, but I've not watched it yet.
Ash liked it.
That might be it, yeah. Who was that, sorry, Tim?
I said Ash liked it, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, Ash liked it. Stuart liked it.
I think Nikki didn't like it.
I think they're the only 2 people I've heard that actually like it. I haven't seen anyone else in the community talk positively about it. So
it was too bold for its own good, I think.
Yeah. I think it was just a bit too far-fetched or ambiguous for, like the sake of its like ambiguity and stuff. I really don't know, but I'll give it watch again at some point, Ollie, but it's just one of those that I probably would have to. It'd be a long time till I can return to that movie because I just didn't enjoy it that first time viewing. I wasn't huge on the original, but then like saying this with Joker 2, it was like 5 years ago since I watched the original Joker, so you never know. My opinion could change on that now. I didn't think it was awful. I thought it was okay, but I definitely hope my opinion will change on that second viewing.
Oh, I'm not going to lie, I haven't actually watched the first Joker yet. I own it, but I've just never watched it.
You should probably watch that before the second one, Tim. So we'll give
you.
I agree. I definitely.
That's more appealing to me than the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll like that one a lot more than the second one.
I did. I definitely preferred it to the second one. Absolutely.
Either that or, well, if Roy don't watch his Godfather 2, then his punishment can be to watch Grease.
Oh yeah, that will be your. No, it's a double bill. It's Grease and Forrest Gump back to back.
Yeah,
watch along.
And to add as well, Ollie, Dirty Dancing as well. Yeah, he's going to watch that as well.
And we got time to the chair to make him watch it.
Oh, with no tea. Sounds dreadful. No, I'm definitely going to watch The Godfather this week, then 2 the week after. Then.
Yeah. Well, then absolutely amazing.
I'll try and get both of them in this week. Well, see what I can do.
Yeah. It's been a fantastic stream, this, Ollie. Really enjoyed it.
I was meaning to ask you, Tim, have you seen Sting? I noticed you've got it. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I really like that. I think
it's good. Yeah, I just want to watch because I saw it was on Netflix, but I'd rather pick it up on Blu-ray.
You've seen Arachnophobia, Ollie?
Yeah, I've got that. I love that.
Yeah, I think it's the best spider film since Arachnophobia. Well, I mean, there's not been many, has there? But I really enjoyed it.
I think
the girl in it, I can't remember her name, but the young girl in it's a really good actress. Set in an apartment block, which is like my favourite location. But yeah, don't ever get too silly. I thought it'd get to the point where the spiders, the size of a car out on the street attacking people, but it stays quite sort of insular and things. But yeah, one of my favourite films of last year, I think.
That's cool. I was going to ask as well, Tim, did they play anything, any music by the Police and that?
Only Message in a Bottle.
Because the film is called.
Yeah. No, they did have the girl in it was called Charlotte, which I thought was probably like a mention to Charlotte's Web, which obviously is a book about the spider.
Yeah.
I actually quite like that
it's quite a clever film.
Sammy, you'd have thought the girl would have been called Roxanne, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, I saw you did there, Marcus.
Teaching me bad habits, Sam.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Do you know what, Marcus? It works both ways. Like I'm coming out with some of these like dad's jokes here, whereas you kind of gonna like teach me the ways of some of these obscure films. I'm all for it, mate.
Yeah, looking forward to it, buddy.
Yeah, it's just but I was gonna say, Ollie, it's great when you like say watching like Marcus's videos and coming across a lot of these obscure films I have never heard of, and I'm thinking, yes, sign me up for that.
Yeah, plenty more on the way, Sam.
Awesome, that's music to my ears, mate.
Yeah,
that's what I like Neil's channel for.
Yeah,
he's got a really broad taste, hasn't he, in his movies?
Yeah,
so many obscure films, and I just think that sounds brilliant when he's talking about them.
Yeah, he's got a brilliant channel here, man, and it's like what we were saying as well, Roy. Warren Goose's movies as well. Like he's just got one of those like really great voices that you could just listen to all day, like talking movies. It's brilliant.
We must be due his monthly watch video.
Yeah, did he do? Is this month? I can't remember. It's for what he watched in the month of January.
It's about a month since he did one.
Yeah, I think he might be releasing that one fairly soon. Yeah.
Maybe he's waiting to make it longer than Sammy's 90-minute January.
That could be it, Tim. I agree. Yeah, Roy. So has my is that January watches video cracked into the list of films under 90 minutes now?
It could be on that video, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
And I did watch it all.
Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. Yeah, and I couldn't believe it. Roy, and I'm not obviously not trying to show off when I say this or anything, but I could not believe that video got like past 300 views as well, considering
Isn't it?
the length it was. But
Yeah.
hey, I'm so humbled though. It's yeah.
And were people
Yeah.
sticking around for all of it?
I think there was a couple of people I think that were watching it in parts, and I absolutely don't blame them either because it was a very long video.
Yeah, I think I've only watched the first half of it so far, Sammy.
Yeah, no, he's all
literally-
Tim. Oh yeah, no, he's all Tim. Yeah, but I'm hoping that and don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy doing my like watches video for January, but I don't think the February version will be as long as the January one because I watched 39 films in a month.
Well, there's only 28 days as well.
Yeah.
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 That's it. Yeah, there's that as well.
We're spared 25 minutes.
Yeah. I do you know what? That's a film I've not seen actually with Sandra was it Sandra
Bullock.
Bullock, yeah. What is it, the film 28 Days?
No, I haven't seen that.
Seen 28 days later.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I need to watch both of them films before the new one comes out.
Just think when that new one comes out, they'll release a box set, and all these people have been buying the 28 days later for 30, 40 quid. They'll get their fingers burnt, won't they?
Pretty ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's out of print on Blu-ray and DVD, I think.
And DVD. I think the DVD's going for silly money as well now.
Yeah, I've still got the DVD of it, and 28 weeks later. But yeah, I swear I seen it in CX on DVD for like over a tenner the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim, by the way, have you seen what is it? League of Gentlemen's getting its Blu-ray collection edition.
The what, sorry?
League of Gentlemen.
Oh, nice. What, the film or the actual series?
The TV series, yeah, it's getting its Blu-ray
right.
box set. Can't wait to get that, man.
No, I didn't know if they were going to release it because obviously it got took off of Netflix and stuff, didn't it, during lockdown? Papa Laz sort of hates his face, and that was sort of controversial, so it got cancelled. So I wasn't sure if it was going to get an upgrade after all. Have you seen the film of it, Sammy?
I haven't, mate, but I so want to. I hope they're going to do a Blu-ray release of that as well, like they did with the Bottom film last year with El
The
Paradiso.
Apocalypse, it's called. Kind of a bit of a horror film, really, yeah.
I need to watch that, man.
It's messed up.
Yeah. But
No,
yeah.
when I was watching your video earlier, Tim, I noticed there's a few horror films from last year that I've not seen yet that I want to watch. There was Immaculate, the first
Yeah,
Omen,
I rate that one. I think quite a few people like Marcus
Maxine.
found it quite average, whereas I really liked it.
Yeah,
What, sorry, Ollie?
it was the first Omen and Maxine as well. I noticed those
Yeah,
ones that I
Maxine's
missed.
good.
A
lot of people
First Omen was good as well. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was all right. I preferred Immaculate to the first Omen, but Maxine, yeah, a lot of people said was the weakest from the trilogy, but I preferred it over X. Pearl's my favourite, but yeah, X,
I've
I
not seen Pearl yet.
did love X.
Yeah, Pearl's my favourite, and
Yeah, it's really colourful.
yeah, it's a great film, mate. I don't know why who is it? Mia Goth didn't go for like any awards for that. She was
genre, isn't it? Apart from
superb in
Silence of the
that.
Lambs, I don't think many Silence of the Lambs and The Exorcist. I don't think many genre films have ever been up for awards and things. Like,
No.
This is it, man, and it's a bit like Hugh Grant in the film, like Heretic that came out last year. His performance was just so brilliant in that, and it's a bit of a crying shame that he didn't get any Oscar award recognition for that.
He got
I think
the
that comes
BAFTA
out on Blu-ray
nomination,
next
which I thought
Monday.
was good.
What was that? Sorry, Ollie.
I saw he got nominated for the BAFTA, which I was happy about.
Oh, did he? Sorry. Yeah. Oh, that's good then.
I think as well, I like that the Substance is getting all these, even if it doesn't win, it's getting all these nominations, which shows that finally they're starting to recognize horror.
Yeah. I think it's Actually, here's a question for all of you guys. What do you think is going to win Best Picture? That's a good question.
I think Honora. I think Honora's a lock.
I hope so. I'm with you on that one, Ollie.
I hadn't seen it, but I heard it was going to. I thought Stuart said it was going to be that. What's the one, Ollie? The about the Pope.
Oh, Conclave. That one for the best film for BAFTA, but I think it's not really won much of the other awards. But I've been tracking like all the big awards that have been picked up, and it's usually the films that win the big awards usually are the one that wins the Oscar. And Honora's just swept all of the awards ceremonies so far, so I think that's almost a certain lock for Best Picture.
The one I think that's baffled a lot of people, though, Ollie, is it that, and I don't really have any interest in seeing it, is it that Amelia Perez
it was awful.
Is like
it's
13
awful.
Oscar nominations, and a lot of people reckon it's pants.
It is. It's awful. It's just.
What's it called?
Whoever thought it's Amelia Perez, and it's crap. It is so bad.
What's it about?
Don't even get me started. So it's a musical set in the Spanish language, which switches from Spanish to English to French, about a drug cartel leader who becomes a woman because he wants to leave his life behind. So he changes into this woman, Amelia Perez. It is just so crap. And the songs are just... It's baffled me why it's even in conversation. It should be at the Razzies.
I bet Stuart loves it.
Yeah, but
we should ask him. Yeah, Jodie's got it right. She said the songs in Amelia Perez sound absolutely... They do. They're crap. It's awful. Why is it nominated for this many awards? It's beyond me. And the lead actress has been shunned because of what she said, on social media.
Yeah. I was going to say, Ollie, which one would you rather watch again, this or Joker 2?
What, Amelia Perez or Joker 2?
Yeah.
Whatever one's the shortest is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Well, how long is Joker 2?
2 hours, 20 minutes, 2 hours, 30, something like that.
Yes, quite long.
I bet you can't wait, Tim.
Well, I'm going to watch Joker 1 first. Well, Joker, should I say. And then I'll get to Joker 2. I will say before I forget, while Jodie's watching, I did watch The Exorcist 2 the other day, and I didn't hate it. I wouldn't say it's a good film, but I think I said to Marcus and Ash in the other group, if people think Exorcist 2 is a bad film, which it kind of is, I've seen a lot worse films than that, as much as this bit batshit, and when the locusts are flying is, I don't know if it's CGI or special effects, but it looks bad. A bit of that annoyed me is when the sort of spirits fly in, it's just got a person singing out of tune in this weird voice that's really annoying me. Wow. But the acting from everybody wasn't too bad. But yeah, I've seen much worse films than that. One called Backwoods Bloodbath, where it is amateur acting, whole special effect. One called Scar, which is an old kind of, I say old, 2000s 3D horror, absolutely unwatchable. So yeah, as far as Exorcist 2 goes, it's not as awful as people say, I don't think. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a great film, but it's 5 out of 10, I would say.
Yeah, it's certainly well above Mouse of Horrors anyway, I can guarantee you.
Well, there's one from last year everyone was saying was the worst called, I think it's called Mouse Trap, and it was obviously using the Mickey Mouse IP. Apparently that was worse than that Mouse of Horrors. A lot of people had that ranked as their worst film ever, had to switch it off after 10 minutes, gave it 1 out of 10 kind of thing. But they said they would give it 0, but it wouldn't let them give less than 1 on a lot of websites. So.
Yeah.
So would you say Exorcist 2 is better than the prequels?
Is it? Oh, what are they called? I did speak about them the other day, didn't I? When I was saying about one of them. One of them's got the worst CGI I've ever seen on the hyena.
Yeah, they're both terrible, aren't they?
Yeah. I enjoyed it more than those. I mean, it's kind of got its own charm, and it's weird to the point that it's fun. Whereas, like I said before, I'd always rather watch an entertaining bad film than a boring good film. Yeah, I can't remember. I have got them over in the watch pile, but what they call Dominion and The Beginning. Yeah, they were awful. I thought they were a lot worse. I mean, they were boring. They were badly made, and one of them's made by it's the guy that does one of the Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street. I always forget his name. Rennie Harlin. And yeah, usually he's not that bad a filmmaker, but I was quite shocked. But yeah, I think they made Dominion first, that it was so bad that the studio wanted it remade again, and both of them were bad. But yeah, I'd say those are a lot worse than Exorcist 2. Exorcist 2 is actually quite fun, and I thought, what's she called? The main girl in it, always forget her name, Linda Blair. I thought she actually gave quite a good performance. Her acting was quite good in it for her age and that. Whereas, yeah, I'm not saying it's a great film, but yeah, I preferred it. I've not seen. What's the one you liked, Ollie? Exorcist the Beginning.
Oh no, sorry, Exorcist Believer, wasn't it?
Oh, that's it. Yeah, so I've not seen that, but I've heard bad things about that from most people. I've heard people say Exorcist 2 is better than that, but I've not watched it, so I can't say. But yeah, I'd say Dominion and The Beginning are absolute stinkers.
Because I bought the DVD box set, and I watched the first one, whichever one it was, and a few months later, I come back and watch the second one, and I was really confused. I thought, I've seen this before. So I didn't know that they'd
similar,
I just couldn't get my head around it. I thought, no, I've seen this. I'm sure I have. But that's what it is. They'd remade the first one. Very bizarre, wasn't it?
Yes, I think it flopped so badly that the studio were like, maybe it was the director's fault. Let's do it again. And then I can't remember which is the worst out of those. But yeah, they're equally not just badly made, but they're boring. Like nothing really happens, does it? Like, whereas, yeah, at least Exorcist 2's got some kind of funny scenes and insane scenes and some quite good music score. I think is done by Ennio Morricone as well. It had quite good music in it, I thought, Exorcist 2.
Wasn't Branner involved with one of them?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it does. It's sort of on the back of this. The writing's so small where it tells you all the people in it. It's kind of hard to see it, but yeah, I think he was in one of them, but yeah, I can't remember which. But yeah, I've only watched Beginning and Dominion once each, and that was more than enough. Right? I can't really remember much about them, but yeah, whichever one it is, when it opens, basically this sort of starts in Sudan, I think it is, and when the boy gets sort of attacked by these hyenas, I think I said in the video, Jumanji was made, 93? And the special effects, the CGI in that Exorcist Dominion is worse than Jumanji by far. Like, but yeah, really bad. Looks like they made it on like Photoshop or what was it called? Microsoft Paint or something.
Bad as Let the Right One In, where they get attacked by the cats.
I think, I've seen, because there's an American remake. What's the original? I've seen the Swedish one. Is that Let the Right One In?
That's Let the Right One
In. Right? Yes, I've seen that years ago, but I can't remember it too much. Let the Right One In. Yeah, no, I can't remember it with the cats.
There's a scene with being attacked by cats, and that's the worst CGI I've ever seen. Absolutely.
Right. Oh, I'll have to go back and watch that. Yeah, a while ago when I did a top 15 horror films, some guy commented saying, if you, what was it he said? If you don't have Let the Right One In at number 1, you know nothing or something. So yeah, obviously I didn't remember that. I would have said, well, you might want to watch the scene with the cats then, mate.
Giz said, cheers for now, guys. Great speaking to you all. Take care. Thanks for joining, Giz.
Cheers, buddy.
Cy Robson, hello, Cy.
Hello, mate.
Says, hello. Just been to watch The Monkey. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to watch. I think Sam wants to watch that, so don't you?
Yeah, I think I'm going with Ryan on Sunday to see that.
Yeah, I've heard it's getting better reviews than what's the Long Legs? People are saying it's better than Long Legs, The Monkey.
Yeah. Stuart said Richard Butt. Richard Butt what?
He's coming to tell us that he likes that musical that you've just been slagging off.
Jody said, music to my ears, Tim. Exorcist 2 watch party soon. Take a drink for every locust.
Well, yeah, I mean, wow, you'd be an alcoholic in 1 minute, like, because yeah, there's thousands of locusts. But maybe on the next stream that can be everybody has to watch The Exorcist 2.
Oh no!
I have to get hold of it first.
You can get it on Arrow, but I think, well, I mean, you could have got it the other day on Arrow for about £3, but obviously it was a cock up.
Oh yeah, what was with like? Did all of you guys sleep on that? You were asleep, weren't you, Tim? You
I
missed it.
Yeah, I was on the late at work, so I slept through it. I woke up, seen all the messages. As soon as I got on the website, the things that are meant to be on sale are back up to full price, where obviously they were changing it. So I was like, oh no, I missed it.
Yeah.
I had
I don't know.
six box sets I brought. I mean, they got stuff like the Coffin Joe box set, which was £110. They got that on for £9. So I ordered about £400 worth of box sets for 60 quid. And yeah, same day the order was cancelled, and then 3 days later before they give us the money back.
Yeah, but you still didn't get the delivery fee back yet, have you? Or
I've not had anything back yet.
Yeah, I got the delivery fee back last night.
Oh, right.
So,
I need to check it, so I might have had mine back now. But yeah, I think I must have spent about £60. But I got I got the Chucky box set, which was going for like £110, the limited edition one.
Yeah, I ordered that one, the 4K box set.
Yeah, and I got that big Shore Scope limited edition, which goes for like 169 new.
Yeah, I've seen it earlier in HMV for about 160. Have they even issued an apology or anything to anyone?
No, they just sent in their cancellation email. They just said that they there was pricing errors and that it was now back to the normal prices. But yeah,
that was literally it, wasn't it? So yeah, there was no discount code for anything.
They should have at least honoured one of the purchases, like
but I said maybe honoured the most expensive one to each person.
Sent one thing, even if it was one of the cheapest things, they should have still sent something just to acknowledge that they got it wrong.
Yeah, like you say, give a discount code. Thing is, I guess in a shop, obviously, I sort of work in a shop as a manager. If the ticket's on the shelf at the wrong price, as long as it's got the right code on it, you kind of have to honour it by law, because obviously it's a physical human error. Whereas I guess they can say on the website someone's hacked in or there's been some kind of a virus, so they can probably worm their way out of it a lot easier. So when I heard you lot or what had gone on, I was kind of, part of me was hoping they'd honour it all, but I was like, if they do, they're probably going to go bust, and I don't want Arrow to go bust.
Yeah. Can you refuse to sell it though, Tim?
Depends on, obviously, say the tickets, like, I mean, it's hard to prove that a customer hasn't moved the ticket. So obviously if something's priced at 20, they could put the £1 ticket in front of it, but then it would have the wrong code. So it's a bit kind of dubious on the law, but if you have things on the wrong price, or say trading standards come in and you've got no ticket on something, you can get a £3,000 fine per ticket that's missing, I think. So it is quite serious, but one of the managers just says, no, sorry, I'm taking it off sale. You can't buy it at any price, which you can get in trouble for. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a grey area, really. It's quite confusing, I find it. So I just try and make sure everything's got a ticket so I don't get in trouble. But yeah, I guess on a website, it's kind of, you can't pin it on a single person. And yeah, they could say there was a virus that messed up all the prices. But yeah, I guess if they did honour it all, then they would have probably went bankrupt, wouldn't they?
Did you see it though? Stuart's just put in as well, and I thought he was right. He got all of this.
Oh yeah, but he ordered them next day delivery, didn't he? And also, like he said, they're sending him things like a month, 2 months before they even come out.
They do really love him, I think.
He's got some dirt on them, isn't
he? Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, because I pre-ordered Dress to Kill 2-3 weeks ago, and mine's not been dispatched or anything. Whereas obviously Stuart got his. But like I said before, I think when I went on the website, they said they were transferring warehouses or something. So I reckon they might have dispatched it to Stuart and other people early, so they didn't lose it amongst the warehouse transfer, and then it'll get stuck and nobody can get it on time. Because I think Nikki on this video the other day already had Don't Torture a Duckling, and that's not meant to come out for 5 weeks or so, I think. Yeah, maybe it depends how much you spent with them and thing. Stuart spent thousands with them over the years or something. Maybe they prioritise certain customers.
Yeah. Stuart said, no, Roy, that Amelia Perez looks friggin' awful. Exorcist 2, oh my god. Richard Burton looks like he's on Valium. He's nearly nodding off.
Yeah. Yeah, the bit on the train where he's just staring blankly and Linda Blair's trying to rouse him and he's just sort of staring at the train window for about 10 minutes. I thought it was meant to be where he's possessed, but maybe it was just his acting.
He said, sorry, Jodie. Oh dear. I've not pleased people. Exorcist Believer is an abomination.
Oh, yeah, I've not seen that yet.
Yeah, I agree. Hated it.
See, I thought it was okay. I don't get the hate. I think it's okay. It's not like as well made as the original, but
No, I'd watch Exorcist 2 over Believer any day.
So I was going to say, Marcus, you wasn't a big believer in that one then.
Definitely not.
He saw her face.
Maybe if I watch all of them and then I watch The Exorcist Believer again, maybe I'll think differently then.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one. I've only seen the original, but yeah, I definitely am intrigued to give like Exorcist 3 a go as well, especially like the Legion cut, which I've heard's like it's meant
I think
to
I
be
sent
like
it
one
to
of
you,
the.
didn't I, Sammy?
Say again, sorry, Tim.
I said I think I sent you it on Arrow Blu-ray.
Oh, I got it when I was like back in
Oh
October.
yeah, you already had
mate.
it. Sorry, maybe I sent it to Marcus, but yeah, maybe that'll be your homework next time to watch Exorcist 3. It is a really good film.
Mate. Yeah, because Exorcist 3, I've heard is meant to be really cool sequel. I will say with Exorcist 2 though, Tim, as I say, because I've never been in like it's one of those films I've just never had the gut punch or urgency to watch it. Just hearing shockingly bad things, but maybe I could go in the similar sort of mindset as I did when I went into like say Batman Forever or Batman and Robin, or like even a couple of the Star Trek sequels, which are critically bad, but I still really enjoyed them. So you never know. It might be more fun watching it with a friend with a couple of drinks. That one possibly. Yeah, possibly. Anyway, yeah, you never know. I mean, Exorcist 3, I'd definitely love to see at some point though.
Yeah, I think it's probably my favourite of all the Exorcist films. I'd say
That's
Exorcist,
good to hear.
the original is the best made film and a horror classic, but 3 I just prefer the kind of story and stuff to it. Right? And George C. Scott's probably my favourite actor ever, so anything with him in, I'm happy to watch them.
Yeah. But yeah, and
millions, not thousands. It says. I think maybe they're hoping Stuart's gonna like do early reviews or something for them on his channel. Because obviously some people get sent like what do they call them, screener copies or something before it comes out to the public to review.
He's going to be the face of Arrow, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's a face that launched 1,000 ships.
Yeah, I think also coincidentally, I think what could make a good Arrow release is a film called Broken Arrow. They could possibly give coincidentally Broken Arrow an Arrow
I think
release.
it was Broken Arrow the other day when they popped up all the prices, man.
Yeah, that was Broken Arrow.
Yeah, that would have been Bankrupt Arrow, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, I've just got that. But you know the film Broken Arrow, yeah, with John Travolta.
Yeah, has it got what's the guy out of Prince of Thieves?
It's Christian Slater, isn't it?
Yeah, Christian Slater. Yeah, I have seen that years ago.
Yeah, it's a good film. Decent film. It's John Woo, I think.
Yeah, I've seen it as a kid. I can't remember it too well, but
yeah,
and it's a Western Broken Arrow.
Yeah, I was just saying as well, Roy, because I don't know if there's actually a film with Arrow in the title that's got like an Arrow video release.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. But there's a Broken Arrow Western as well.
Oh, is there? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's Jimmy Stewart one.
Oh, there is. Yes, you're right, mate. It got a Signal 1 release, that one, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I have it on the shelves.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
I'm going to have to love you and leave you in a minute because my wife's coming up to bed and she'll be wanting to get some sleep.
No worries.
It's been emotional.
I think we're going to end the stream pretty much there. There's 2 more comments, but yeah. Thanks for joining, Roy.
Yeah, cheers, Roy.
Great to chat to you again, buddy.
See you later, matey.
Bye.
See you again.
Take care, buddy.
Bye.
Sai has said, the thing that I don't like about Exorcist Believer is some of the decisions that are made by some of the characters in it.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
What, the possessed people or the people that aren't possessed? Because they're possessed, it makes sense they make bad decisions, or...
No, I think it's the other characters, I think. Stuart said Christopher has released a pic of Matt Damon from his new upcoming film he's working on. Him results. Yeah, I did see that.
I
picture.
think I saw that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. He looks. I was dreading because when they announced the cast, they announced Matt Damon and Tom Holland, and I was dreading that Tom Holland was going to be the lead, and I thought that could be the worst thing for a Nolan film. But I'm glad that it's Matt Damon because I do really like Matt Damon. And I don't think
Homer's Odyssey and that story with the Cyclops and stuff.
Yeah. I think it'll be really good.
I guess it'd be a bit like a Ray Harryhausen kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's next July, I think.
When's that? What's it? The Brutalist come out?
I think that's already come out.
Yeah, it's been out for a few weeks, mate. I do want to check it out, but it's
already in tip to win like Picture of the Year and stuff, isn't it?
I want to watch it, but I think just the length. I don't know if I could watch it because I've heard it's quite a tough watch as well.
How long is it?
Yeah,
it's 3 hours 15 minutes, but there is an intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd not even heard of that Homer's Odyssey, but sounds interesting.
Yeah, anything Christopher Nolan does has my interest.
There's a Simpsons episode called. Sorry,
Marcus. I say nothing to do with the Simpsons, I guess. No,
I was literally going to say, mate. I think there's a Simpsons episode, isn't there? Actually called Homer's Odyssey in the first season as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Simpsons. Been watching a lot of Simpsons again.
Same here. Yeah, Marcus got them all on DVD, didn't you, from the charity shops?
Yeah, I picked up a load of them for £1 a season, so struck it lucky. So
I got them years ago in CEX and paid about £8 for each box.
Yeah,
that was second hand.
I need to actually get some of the first few SpongeBob seasons on DVD as well, because a lot of them I don't have like access to like streaming stuff, and even on Netflix, I think they've just randomly picked out the hat season 5, 6, and 7, but not the other like early seasons before that, which I think is a little bit bizarre, random. So I would love to get some of the early SpongeBob seasons on DVD because I just absolutely love SpongeBob, and The Simpsons for me are probably my two favourite
I think Roy said the other day he's never seen an episode of The Simpsons, didn't he? Which I found quite shocking.
What was that? Sorry, Tim?
He said, I think Roy said the other day he's never watched an episode of The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, I remember him saying
when Stuart was going on about Friends, and most people haven't watched Friends.
I've never seen an episode of Friends. No,
I just don't. Friends is just not like like I said, even the theme tune irritates me, and Roy will agree with this. It's just when I hear it, I just want to slam my head into a wall.
I better not sing that then, Ollie.
No.
Yeah. Did you ever watch that, Marcus, Friends? Because I've never seen it.
No, I mean, funnily enough, the big haul of DVDs passed across. There's some Friends box sets in there, and I know they've got a cult following with people, but for me, no, not my cup of tea at all.
Yeah,
I'm with you there.
Give me Office US all day long.
Oh yeah, and did you see what Stuart said about that? He said it was shit.
Wow.
Thing is, I used to like The Office UK, and when all my mates were saying watch USA is better than the UK, I was dubious. But when I did actually watch it, I was like, yeah, it is better than the UK version, in my opinion. Different kind of comedy.
Yeah, it's a lot more completely different. It's American comedy,
kind of more of a mockumentary, isn't it, with Ricky Gervais? Kind of deadpan style, whereas the USA is a lot more sort of jovial, I would say.
Yeah, I still love the UK version as well, Tim, but I do agree the US version I do prefer, but like again, Ollie, the UK version, I don't think there'd be a lot of material they wouldn't get away with now. I don't think.
Yeah, definitely.
Really good. Love that show.
Yeah, it's where I need Lewis. I think Lewis is watching the stream apparently, but he's a huge fan of the American Office. I think he's watched it all the way through 6 or 7 times. So.
Have you watched it, Marcus?
I've seen bits of it when Lewis has been watching it, but I haven't watched season on season through yet. So
yeah,
the basketball game's my favourite bit ever.
That is so funny, man. and the what is it? What was it, Tim? The fire alarm episode.
Oh, I love that one.
It's just when he puts what is it? The cat up the
Yeah,
ceiling
and he falls through the roof.
Oh god, that is funny. And the CPR sequence is classic.
Yeah, and all
But
the
the thing is, the
parkour
reason I
stuff.
was the reason I was kind of dubious is because I've seen some of the American remakes of other shows and I didn't like them. I don't know if any of you have seen the American version of The Inbetweeners, but I just
I've
hated
got
that.
no intention of seeing that, man.
And there was an American version of Shameless, which was awful as well, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so because I'd seen bits of both of those and didn't like them, I was like, how well can they translate The Office into American? But yeah, they actually did it better, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope The Office UK gets a Blu-ray release at some point. Now they've
Yeah, I've got them on
Gentleman
DVD, but yeah, I don't
yeah.
think I've got Blu-ray. What about Extras? Anyone seen that? It's quite good with Ricky
No, that's
Gervais.
one I want to watch.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
it wasn't too
watch
bad.
that, Tim. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did love
Yeah,
An
one with
Idiot
David
Abroad,
Bowie's good, and the one with Patrick Stewart.
Did you watch An Idiot Abroad? That was good.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
Carl
that. I've got
Pilkington,
that on
man.
DVD as well.
So Moaning a Life, wasn't it, the third season, which he did with Warwick Davis?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Idiot Abroad, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely superb. When I can't remember whereabouts they are, but he's got Warwick Davis in a basket on the front of his bicycle.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Didn't they go to Italy?
I think it's
Yeah,
the
I think
third
so,
season. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've
Yeah.
still got them on DVD somewhere.
Yeah, so I feel I got them in the pound shop. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so funny.
Oh, Ellen Burstyn in the new one, is she? 'Cause she's the mum in the original.
Yeah,
Exorcist.
and there is, I will admit, there is something stupid that she does that then, I won't give it away, causes something to happen to her character that then
Oh, right.
it's, yeah, Marcus knows what thing I'm talking about, but yeah, I get that. I understand that, yeah.
If it's on streaming, I'm tempted to watch it just to see if it's as bad as some people are saying. Like,
Hello, Lewis.
Yeah.
Hey, Lou.
all right, man.
Hey, Lewis.
There you go.
Watch now, Ryan,
he's
started
on his
fire.
8th watch of The Office.
Classic. Yes,
Yeah.
Lewis, classic.
Sai says, have any of you seen Community or Parks and Rec? Oh, I love
Parks and
Community.
Rec's good, yeah.
I've heard that's
Com-
good, mate.
Community's
Yeah, I think that's good.
hilarious, especially
Not
the
ever
first
heard
few
of that.
series with Chevy Chase.
No.
Hilarious stuff. It's
There's
on, I
one-
think it's on Netflix or Amazon, but it's
Oh, yeah.
it's at like a community school, but it's got Chevy Chase is one of the main characters, but he plays like, they won't get away with it now. I think that's partly the reason why he got sacked, because he actually got sacked from the show, and they killed off his character because his character's very sexist and racist. It's
I've not even heard of
it's
him,
hilarious.
Parks and Rec, that's where Chris Pratt started.
Yeah.
And
It's Adam Scott as well,
she
isn't it?
called Aubrey
I like
Plaza,
Adam
was
Scott.
she in it?
What was that? Sorry.
Aubrey Plaza, was she in it?
Yeah, I think she was in it as well. Yeah, and Rob Lowe, I think.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
them sort of start in that. Yeah,
Yeah, I've never actually seen it, but I've heard it's
yeah,
quite
it's good.
funny. It's
Yeah.
like a companion to The Office, I think.
What's that one with Danny DeVito? My mate always keeps recommending.
it's
to me.
always
It's always sunny in
Yeah, he
Philadelphia.
reckons that's genius. But I've not watched it yet.
Yeah, there's a lot. I quite like. Did you ever watch Superstore? That was quite funny.
Oh, I've not seen that one, Ollie.
Yeah, that was quite funny. Because it's a bit like it was a bit like Did you ever watch Trolleyed?
No, I've not
Yeah,
heard
was
of
that the
that one.
British one in the
Yeah,
supermarket?
in the supermarket. Yeah, that was
yeah.
always funny.
Yeah.
You can't beat the Inbetweeners though, or Friday Night Dinner.
Yeah, I love
Friday Night Dinner's one of my favourites. Absolutely
Yeah.
love it.
I'm in hysterics,
Especially Jim Neighbour.
especially when Jim's
Yeah.
on. Anytime the one where he takes the pills and he's got and he's in the bed. That's just. And the one when they go out,
Christmas one's my favourite with Horrible Grandma.
Yeah, and I love the one when he meets Gibby at the restaurant and she's in the toilet. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, in between us is class in it. Ollie, I love
the one on the boat with the boat.
Oh, that's so funny.
Love that.
I just love obviously they wouldn't get away with it now, but obviously with what they would do with like obviously the frisbee sequence and stuff like that.
Yeah, with the disabled person in the back.
Yeah, that's it, Mark.
Yeah.
But yeah, the series is great. I love it.
The whole work experience episode as well.
You're sorry,
The
Ollie?
whole work experience episode as well is hilarious.
Oh, that is
he
funny.
turned him to get tar and paint and that, doesn't he? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love
good, to be fair.
the Night Out in London episode is just so funny.
Oh, what, when he wears the tramp shoes?
Yeah. Oh man, it's
I need to give that another watch.
I've not watched any In-Betweeners in years.
Does it have a Blu-ray release, the complete series? I don't know if it does.
In-Betweeners, I don't think it did.
I think it only had DVD, didn't it? But the two movies obviously have Blu-ray releases.
Yeah, I like the first film, but I didn't like the second film as much. There were funny bits in the second one, but I like the first one. Is it? Yeah. And the first one was in Thailand.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the bit when Jay's in the swimming pool. Is it Jay or Simon tries to drown that kid that's mocking him? Like,
yeah, in the swimming pool.
Yeah, it's Jay, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it when they go to the airport and they've all got the pink t-shirts on as well. They got that like what was it I do prefer the first film, Ollie, but the second film with what was it, the slide? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got the shits, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Out of the water, clear.
Splat. Yeah.
Oh man, it is.
Jodie said.
Yeah.
Jodie said Friday night dinner. You've got to say this properly. Shalom, Jackie.
What's he called? The guy Mark something that played Jim?
Mark Heap. Yeah, he's great.
He was in Stardust, and then I liked him in Space. Has anybody seen that?
Yeah, I've not seen it, but I know he's in it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really funny. It's like I wouldn't say the prequel, but that's where Shaun of the Dead came from. So it's got a lot of the same cast and things. Simon Pegg's in it, Nick Frost. But yeah, it's one of my favourite Space. I think there's only 2 series. I got them recently in a charity shop for like 50p each on DVD.
That is brilliant, Tim. I loved that. That's really good.
Yeah, it is. Hot Fuzz is my favourite. I prefer that Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, me
too. Didn't really like The World's End too much. Anybody a fan of that? The World's End?
Oh, World's End. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Right, yeah, I enjoyed that one. Yeah,
I thought it was the weakest out of 3.
Yeah, it's the weakest, but I still enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, I think Hot Fuzz is definitely my favourite, especially because obviously it's quite local.
It's still
to
around by us, isn't it?
Yeah.
In Somerset and Wales, I think, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, so I think they filmed it in a Summerfield, and I used to know someone that worked in there. And in that Summerfield,
yeah, so quotable as well. And when you watch it for the first time and then you watch it again, you like pick up on a lot of different things each time.
Well, the crazy thing is, you see Paddy Considine in it playing that kind of comedy character, and it's just so hard to believe that he in Dead Man's Shoes is such a dark serious character.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I just there's what was it when the scene, what was it when he goes bomb. He goes tries to go over that fence and he says what's up, Danny? What's up, Danny? You've never taken a shortcut before, and then he just walks through it.
Yeah.
Oh god, I love
some quite gory scenes, hasn't it? The killings are quite gory, especially when the fire falls into his head. The bit in the flower shop's quite gory as well.
I tell you what, I love Timothy Dalton in that film. Though.
Oh, he's great. Mr. Skinner. Yeah. That's the. I could watch that all the time.
Just
love that.
Such a comfort movie, that isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It is. Yeah. It's just so funny and like for the greater good, and you like until you get to the end, you don't know why they keep saying that, and it's just
yeah. And obviously, I love it when he when he keeps telling them to jog on and stuff, and and obviously,
and the bit at the end in the miniature village where he gets the thing, the spike put. Oh yeah.
The scene in the supermarket with Michael as well. That is class.
And when Danny's dad gets trapped in the police car with the goose, the swan.
Yeah. Oh man, that is such an amazing film.
I think they've just released them on 4K on a box set, have they? Or at
Yeah,
least
I
Shaun of
want
the
to
Dead.
get that.
I need to get them on 4K.
Yeah, I do too.
I used to have them on DVD, but sorry, The World's End I do have on Blu-ray, but Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz I actually don't own. Need to get them.
I still got them on
I don't
DVD.
have any.
Yeah, upgrade them.
Sire says, "Can any of you
I love
remember
Garth
God-
Marenghi's Dark Place.
Richard O'Reilly. Oh, I love the IT Crowd. Have you seen the IT Crowd?
Yeah, I love
I've
that.
seen
Watched a
that.
few
Yeah,
episodes,
really
mate.
good.
Yeah, I need to go back to that.
Yeah, so
But
good.
yeah, the guy that directed
Moss.
Garth Marenghi's Dark Place directed this Possum. It's like a really
Oh,
dark
yeah.
Oh,
British
that's
horror
good.
film.
Oh, I saw
Yeah,
you talking about
very
that in your
depressing.
video. That's got Alan
Yeah.
Armstrong in it, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's from
Yeah.
Kral and stuff. Yeah, it's quite a dark, haunting film. But yeah, IT Crowd probably my favourite after Peep Show and In-Betweeners.
Yeah, Peep Show's,
Yeah.
Peep Show's
Yeah.
amazing, man.
I think Peep Show's one I've definitely got to get onto because that's like a big.
God, you
And
need
Alan
to,
Partridge as well.
Alan
Yeah, I love Alan
Partridge as
Partridge.
well, yeah. It's just comedy genius right there, man.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I liked Marcus's impression of him the other day when he what's it?
Yeah.
I can't do
Yeah.
it, but the aha.
Yeah, the aha. Yeah. Yeah, me and Lewis were on about it in a video, weren't we? And Lewis, I don't think has seen Alan Partridge, so it completely went over his head, but it made me chuckle anyway.
Have
You
you
want
seen
to see
this?
this? Alpha Papa?
At the same
Is that
time.
what you got?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I haven't watched it yet, but Roy said it's worth
love
watching.
that
It's funny.
film.
Yeah,
Tim.
it is a great film.
Oh, I love
I'll
it,
have to check
Tim.
it
It's
out.
brilliant. I remember going to the cinema to see that as well.
Yeah, I haven't watched. Yeah, I feel I got that in the pound shop as well years ago. They used to do a lot of good Blu-rays in the pound shop.
Oh
Poundland,
yeah,
whatever it's called.
yeah.
I got some quite
I
cool
built
horrors
some of my
back in the day.
yeah. I built some of my collection off of the Poundland stuff when I was first collecting, but then obviously I just don't think they do them anymore. I've not really looked.
No,
but
I was going to say I
sell
went
them.
in the one in Bristol today, and they've got none at all
Yeah.
anymore. No, not even DVDs, no physical media.
Have you looked
Sell a lot of
in the one-
clothes in there now.
Have you looked in the one by you in Keynsham?
Yeah, no, don't seem to do anything in there
That's
either.
where I
no.
used to get all of them from that one. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's annoying, isn't it? Because they were always used to be good. Phasing them out.
Yeah, weird. But yeah, they had a load of like clothes, like trousers, £10 and stuff. I was like, who's buying that over Blu-rays? But
Yeah, I think, and it's the sad way, but I think eventually everything's going to go online, and we're going to have to buy it. I don't think there's going to come a point where we're going to have to buy, and if we want like new physical media, we're going to have to go online because really all we've got now is HMV, and that's it.
yeah, obviously Pop used to be in Bristol, and I think it was in Bath, but that shut down, didn't it? I got bought out by HMV, but yeah, I just prefer Pop to HMV. Used to sell a lot more boutique and sort of world cinema and special editions in FOP, and was a little bit cheaper than HMV as well.
Yeah, I'd much rather go and look with like my face than looking online and like actually physically look.
Yeah, I will say with that though, Ollie, and you're right. I think I try and pre-order with like the limited editions because you just never know. Like in a month or so, it might go like say like sell out and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure at one point, I don't know about now, but Deep Blue Sea, the 4K went like sold out as well. And I pre-ordered that back in like December and stuff, and then Life Force did on HMV's website and stuff. So yeah, like the limited editions, I'll try and pre-order when I can and if I can, and then but like say like a Criterion release and stuff like that, an upcoming Blu-ray, it's kind of great to go into your nearby HMV and look for it and stuff as well, because it's like I know I'm gonna just get it online anyway, and then if I'm in like Newcastle near every week, I'll try and go to see if they got it in HMV or if it's a standard 4K and stuff.
Yeah, I think I've said a few times, but I've always been okay every time I go in HMV on a Monday when all the second sight Arrow's released. I've always managed, other than the gift they only had on Blu-ray, not 4K, I've managed to get it. I mean, today I went in there and they had Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 on 4K, and they only had 1 copy left. So I kind of got there just in time. So I got there like 9:30. Someone had already been in there and bought one of them. Like.
Oh, you got it, Tim?
Yeah, I got it earlier in now.
Excellent.
Thing is, if I go there and it's not there, which it usually is, then I'll just get home and then order it off of Arrow. But yeah, usually I can get like 90% of everything. That's why I've not pre-ordered The Brood or a lot of the things coming out in March, because I'm pretty sure I'd be able to pick it up on the day in Well, actually, obviously the HMV in Bristol shut the whole of March, so I'm gonna have to go to the one in Bath if I want to physically get it in March. Right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Marcus, actually, because obviously I know you're really big into horror, like Tim is. Are you getting what is it, Texas Chainsaw 2, the 4K edition of that?
Possibly, but I don't tend to get a lot of stuff on launch. So quite often I'll leave it 6-12 months before I get it, and then I'll aim to get it at a cheaper price. But obviously, like I say, with Second Sight, I've pre-ordered The Brood and the scanners because
I had to,
the limited edition box sets don't hang around for very long.
Go fast, don't they? Yeah, Blair Witch sold out.
I'd like to have got the likes of Creep, but I can't seem to get that for love nor money now on the Second Sight box set. So, but I mean, I probably will get Texas Chainsaw 2 at some point, but I still want to get the original on 4K first. So
yeah, I think that one should be around for a little while though, Marcus. I think I don't think that one would sell out right away. I think that one would be hanging about for a little while. It was a bit like the 4K limited edition of House by the Cemetery. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I've never been able to get that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Tim, correct me on this one, but I'm sure that came out, say, that limited edition last year, and I got it like out of the blue, like June, July time, and then it was still there on HMV's website.
Oh yeah, so I looked on Arrow and it sort of seemed to go out of stock. I think I went to HMV. The guy said they didn't get it and they weren't ever having it. Because I remember last year, Amazon weren't stocking Arrow, were they? But this year they started stocking it again. But yeah, I looked on Amazon, went in stock, went in HMV, none, got home, looked on our website a week after it had come out. And yeah, I've just never been able to get it. I've looked in every CEX, looked on the website the other day. There's only 5 in the whole country in CEXs of the 4K collectors.
Wow.
Yeah, it seems out of all the Arrows released in the last 3 years, I think it's the only one I've not been able to get that I wanted. Like,
I hope you're able to get it at some point, though, mate. Definitely.
Well, I'm hoping when we go to Birmingham, I might be able to get it in the vault.
Yeah, I hope you get it though, mate. It's and it's like in it, Marcus. House by the Cemetery. It's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, not House by the Cemetery. I've got that one. It's City of the Living Dead on the box set.
City of the Living Dead. Sorry, mate. Yeah.
I always get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
So I've got House by the Cemetery. I've seen that still around in HMV nowadays, I think. But City of the Living Dead.
That's good.
That went out of print really fast. Whereas House by the Cemetery is the one with the annoying kid, and what's the guy keeps shouting the woman's name, Sue or something?
Yeah, the guy, is it the mother that keeps going, Bob?
Yeah,
Bob.
Yeah, the dubbing is awful in that film.
Yeah, that House by the Cemetery, I nearly picked up about 6 months ago on the 4K Arrow box set. But the one in Stockton, it's got a rip on the front cover. Someone's obviously had a sticker on there, and they're still trying to sell it at full price. So, yeah, frustrating.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I've seen it in HMV new the other day, Marcus. So I'll let you know next time I go in. I think it's about $34.99, so it's quite a lot. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's still around. Whereas City of the Living Dead, that went out of print very fast. But yeah, like I said, the same as Ash got the Witch, didn't he, on Second Sight? That went out of print in a week, I think, on Second Sight website. That's the fastest I've ever known anything to go out of print.
And you're looking at what, 90 for that now?
What's that, Marcus?
So you're looking at about 90 to 100 quid, aren't you, now, for Blair Witch?
Yeah, because the guy offered it to me when I went in there. He had it sort of in the bit behind the till, and he's like, "Aren't you going to pick this up?" And I was like, "To be fair, I'm not a massive fan of the film, but also it's only on Blu-ray. So £45 for a Blu-ray seemed crazy. Where if it's on 4K, I might have been tempted. But yeah, it was only the Blu-ray. Whereas in hindsight, I should have got it because it's now doubled in value."
Yeah. Same as the Babadook as well. That's a stupidly expensive one, isn't it?
About 85. I think they had it in CEX the other day. Yeah. Babadook, The Witch, The Guest, all of those are like gold dust now. Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I've pulled the trigger on Brood and Scanners. So if they go out of print, they're going to be pricey to pick up later on down the line.
Yeah, well, I thought it'd be the same with the Hitcher, because obviously that's a big box, really sort of coveted. Everyone was saying it was their most anticipated release of the year. You could still get it at $5 nowadays in HMV and stuff, whereas I thought that would go out of print very fast, and it hasn't. So whether they just printed a lot of them, or whether it's, I wouldn't say it's not in demand, because I remember everybody on YouTube almost had a video of unboxing that at one point. They're like 4K collect, and it is a nice box set, the like heaviest box set I've ever bought. But I thought that would go out of print, and it never did, bizarrely.
Yeah, and it's just dropped in price on CX as well. So
I'll probably take a leaf out of your book, Marcus, because I've never seen the film, and I don't want to sound like a killjoy or anything, but just because it's a film I've never seen, I don't really want to pay that amount, 50 quid on that film. But I would be willing, probably just 40 for that one. I could just settle for 40 for that set.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just literally dropped last week to 45 in CX. So
yeah, I could probably just go in that
direction. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Second Sight never have sales. Obviously, Criterion have it twice a year. Arrow have 2 a year, usually in August and one in Halloween. And obviously the boxed one they had the other day. But yeah, Second Sight, I've never seen them have a sale on their website or even in store. Like,
I think
some of the standard editions they have on sale in HMV, but not the box sets. Right?
I think as well, Tim, do you know what? I think this is a bit of a rip-off, and you'll agree with this. You know, the Warner Archives, they rarely go like drop in price, and you know, I don't want to say it's a rip-off. Obviously, if like say you think it's worth the price, it's absolutely fair enough, because it's still £15 for standard Blu-ray. But the reason why I say it's a bit of a rip-off is only because they never seem to go on a sale or never seem to drop in price, which it certainly should. I can't tell you how many titles I would pick up if it was like say 2 for £15 or something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, earlier in CX in Bristol, they had a Mega Man on the premium edition, £15, but it didn't have the slipcase. So I didn't pick it up. If it had the slipcase, then I guess it would have probably been an extra tenner on that. Probably because you paid more than that, didn't you, for it? Like 22 or something?
God, yeah. Well, yeah, because it's the Warner Archive series, like just the bog standard, like standard releases. Sorry, that haven't been really reduced like ever. I don't think, but the premium collection, that's it. Premium collection, they are in, like they'd have the odds 2 for £15.
Yeah, I got a few of them
every
the other day.
now and then, yeah. The trouble is, though, Tim, like every time I've been meaning to pick up more titles than their 2 for £15 deal, there's just always announcements and other sales that come about, and and that's it. So, but no, the Omega Man, definitely chuffed. Oh, absolutely chuffed to get that though for the price I did the premium edition of that. Absolutely.
That's the thing. If you go hunting in CX, you know what things are worth, then you can get stuff where they've priced it wrong at a bargain. Because I can't remember what it was. I bought the Big Fix on Indicator. They had that priced at, I think it was £5. They've now got it on the shelf at 10 or 12. So obviously they had it at the wrong price, put it through the till at the right one, and then can't remember what it was. There was another one. Oh yeah, that Looker on the premium cost me £5, and I think they should have had it priced at like 12 or so, really, for it.
You got a bargain
you basically got to patch CX slip in and try and sort of, you get it through the till, and I always work out in my head what it's going to come to. They say it's 40, and then there'd be like £55. I was like, no, mate, it's 40. And then they look at the thing and be like, oh yes, it's gone up. But then they basically have to honor it once you say what it is on the website. But yeah, every time I go there, I find I get some money off where they basically got stuff priced wrong. I think sometimes it's been on the shelf so long that it's gone up or down and they haven't restickered it.
Yeah, it's there's definitely I need to look out more for in terms of, like, you know, because CX and stuff, I need to look out more like the sort of like browse it. Like I try and browse like the back section as well, because that's where they keep like the limited editions, and especially a couple of the ones that you just never know that are gone like hotcakes, and they're like say limited edition. So I'll have to do a bit more of that myself as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, the ones behind the till, I guess some of them have been sat there months, haven't they? So they have gone up in price. I mean, with that carry, obviously, it was 28 on the website. It was showing us 35. But I think because it didn't have, might be because it didn't have the little slip thing. But I think, a lot of the time, I think the people in CX don't really, probably not into films, so they don't know what they're doing. Whereas if I worked in CX, anytime anything rare comes in, I'd be buying it myself or putting on WhatsApp to like Marcus, do you want a rare edition of this for like 30 quid? Whereas, I think maybe they do, but you know, I think if I worked there, and I'd be spending half my wages on all the good stuff. Whereas it's kind of lucky in a way.
Win the lottery,
look on the website, see they've got all these rare second sites, get there and they're gone, and you're like, oh, the staff must have bought them. But yeah, most of the staff there don't really seem to know anything about films anyway. Like.
Cool. Yeah, but it's been a really good stream, this, Ollie.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, that's been really good. We've gone on for 3.5 hours,
so
I think it's probably about time.
I need a toilet and some food.
Yeah, you and me both. See if I can stand up now after sitting on this bloody stool for the last 3.5 hours.
Yeah, so my back's hurting from this.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a cup of tea after this. Sorry, I'm going to get a cup of tea soon as well, Marcus.
Good lad. Yep, some digestive golds to go with it.
I need. Oh wait, I'll go and get some from the newsagent, but I think it's shut now.
What time do you guys stay at till then, generally?
Depends, really. Sometimes, mate, about probably midnight. Sometimes or something.
Yeah, normally 11, half 11 for me, generally, unless I'm sat playing Black Ops, getting carried away.
So obviously sometimes I work till gone 11 at night. I'll get home 11:30, then I'll be up till like 4 or 5 in the morning. And then other times I have to get up at 5 in the morning on the early shift, so I'm in bed by 9 o'clock. So it kind of depends on the shift. But today I got up quite early so I could go in HMV before everyone bought Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. So I'm feeling a bit tired. So, but if I'm on a day off, probably go to bed like 1 o'clock or gone. Like.
Yeah, I'm usually well in bed by now. I'm usually in bed by 10 o'clock. Well, I used to stay up late. I used to stay up till like midnight, but
have you got work tomorrow, Ollie?
No, I'm not working at the moment. So yeah.
Oh, nice. What about you, Sammy?
When am I working? I think I'm working Saturday, mate. Yeah, that's my next shift. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then I don't know what, tomorrow I think I might go and see. Oh yeah, I've got a ticket to see, what is it? Because with the membership, I think I've got like a free ticket and something that I've got, and I'm going to see Wild at Heart tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
That'd be a good one.
Really good film as well, and I've only seen it the once.
Yeah,
and that was like 5 years ago, so that's well overdue a rewatch.
The one with Nicolas Cage.
It is, mate, and Laura Dern.
I always get Wild at Heart mixed up with Lost Highway for some reason.
I rewatched that recently. That is a grower, that film. I'm
really
again,
I've only seen that once.
I think the ending is a bit shit, but the film itself is really good, mate. Very good film, that. And I think Thursday I'm doing a double bill of Mulholland's Drive, which is amazing. I can't wait to see that again. And then I'm seeing a film called, this might be up your street as well, Tim and Marcus. And I'm going to see Society for the first time.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
you're in for a treat with that one. Yeah, I've got the Arrow Blu-ray release of it.
Yeah.
That I'm going to see it for the first time at Star and Shadow Cinema in Newcastle, which they've shown like obscure films and like cult movies as well. So like and like older films and stuff. So yeah, they're showing one as well. I don't know if you've seen it, Marcus. It's one of George A. Romero's films called Night Riders.
Not heard of that.
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah, that's from George A. Romero, and then the week after the showing, this is like mid-March, the director's cut of Little Shop of Horrors, which I need to check
Rick
out.
Moranis. Right.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah, I might go and see that.
But you'll have to let us know how you get on with Society, Sam.
Oh, definitely. Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Thanks for dropping
Evening,
by.
John.
Good to see
Yeah,
you
so
again,
maybe-
Mr. Mondo.
He could always jump on a next stream if he's got time. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, if you're up for that, Johnny, that'd be good.
Thanks for
Thank you,
joining,
Jude.
Judy.
Hello,
Yeah,
Jodie.
thanks, Jodie.
Again, JD,
Take
you're
care.
more than welcome to join us if you want to
Yeah.
at any point.
Absolutely, Jodie. Yeah, if you want to join at some point, that'd be
Yeah,
could
we
be
did
real
say
good.
about that, but I think we need a way to send her the link, don't we? Whereas at least you'd be able to send the link to John, Sammy, whereas I
Yeah,
don't think anyone's
Yeah.
got Jodie's social media to send her the link.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Right,
it's
we
been
call
a
it a
great
day,
stream,
lad.
guys.
Yep.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
it's been
Yeah, nice
brilliant.
to have
I've
you on
absolutely
here as
loved
well,
it.
Marcus.
Yeah, go again next week.
Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
They're like my. I was gonna say, Ollie, these streams and like they're my favorite Mondays now.
It's my
Apprentice
highlight
are my
of the
favorite
week. Yeah,
Thursdays, and
Yeah.
so definitely just fantastic. It's been a fantastic year so far, I think.
yeah,
Hmm. Yeah,
John-
enjoyed
John
it.
said, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that'd be awesome, John. Yeah,
Well,
that
yeah.
could be really good.
We'll do a video nasty special if John's on it.
Yeah, it'll
I probably
definitely.
wouldn't have much experience with that, but yeah, you're more than welcome to talk about video nasties.
Yeah,
Well, maybe not for the whole 3 hours, but for a bit.
or 3 hours
Just see
35.
Ollie asleep in the corner.
Yeah.
I could honestly.
Especially when it gets to
same as
10
you,
o'clock.
what was that? Sorry, Marcus.
But especially if it hits 10 o'clock, it's past his bedtime then. So
I'll be out.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, Ollie, I could listen to John and Nige like talk video nasties all day though. It's absolutely impressive. Like the wealth of knowledge in that when it comes to that. It's just like it's like a brilliant history lesson, isn't it, Marcus?
it is, yeah. Like I say, I mean, that's what started my YouTube movie journey was watching their live streams that they did on the Video Nasties, covering, I think, Section 1 and Section 2. They did 3 hour streams for, I don't know, 10, 15 episodes, and I sat and binge watched a lot. So absolutely brilliant.
I have to thank them guys for, like introducing me to some of that, a lot of these films that got banned that I just never heard of and stuff. So yeah. And that's a great song by The Damned called, I think it's about video nasty and stuff.
Yeah, it's on the Young Ones. There's a Young Ones episode called Video Nasty, and they Damned actually perform on the set, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. But no, it's been brilliant, no, Ollie. Thanks for inviting me again, by the
you're
way.
welcome.
Yeah, thanks for the
everyone's
invite,
welcome.
Jack.
Of course.
Yeah, cheers, everyone.
Yeah. So we'll end it here. We'll obviously go back into
Good
the
news,
lobby
John.
after this. But thanks everyone for joining and for watching. And we'll go again next Monday. Again, probably same time, probably the same people as well. And yeah, hopefully more guests next week. But yeah, that's it, everyone. So thanks for joining. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
Everyone, bye.
Bye.
Bye, lads. Bye.
Bye.